because of course they did, because they weren't being sneaky whatsoever.
It was
And
open. It was unlocked.
Literally open.
so they all got arrested. Around the same time, a delightful little sphinx was wandering around the marketplace and accidentally stole some very powerful items.
Stealing implies taking from the location. It never left the stall.
I said accidentally, to be fair.
Never left the stall, not technically stealing.
Attempted theft. So she also got arrested, because of course she did. Which brings us to the prison, or the jail, where a scrungly little human man tried to kill his new cellmates. Just a little bit, before all of them were dragged upstairs to meet with, you know, the person who runs the army. Who essentially assigned them to a month of community service for their various crimes. At which point, you met one of 5 all-powerful beings. And it was just very casual.
My life.
And then she just, you know, puffed out of existence. Another person who works for the government came in through a temper tantrum and insisted that all of you go help her with her pest problem. So you went and you helped with her pest problem, which turned out to be a couple of gargoyles just chilling out on her house. You beat the gargoyles and went to a bar where you met a fucked up manic pixie dream tiefling with a exactly Tyler with a who went very quickly from excited and outgoing to shy and not wanting anything to do with anybody, very quickly, before you all went back to your lodgings at the rehabilitation center, where you all went to bed. And I think that brings us to the top of the session. So just go ahead. If you didn't log that you got a quick rest, go ahead and change that in your character sheets. Because you deserve it. Gail, what are you smiling about?
You said a quick rest, and my brain immediately wanted to say quickie.
So is that
a long rest? A long rest.
Sleeping the night?
I meant long rest. Did I not say that? Oopsie
No,
daisy.
you said
rest.
quick rest.
In my defense,
Little quickie.
I'm stupid.
Hey Tyler, can you hear me? My hoodie. This one?
Yeah, sling it.
So that brings us to the morning. It's about 6:30, inching towards 7, and the sun is starting to rise. Morgan, you have a very, focused face. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, I'm just thinking of something that I should have probably thought of, I would say about 15 minutes ago, but we're not going to worry about it.
It's fucking like that. But that brings us, it's 6:30, almost 7, and the sun is pretty much risen at this point. But you are all in your little cozy dorm rooms at the Eris Institute for Rehabilitation. Is there anybody that would like to, in particular, wake up first?
I will, because...
Okay, Locke.
Early bird. I think that he would wake up and then try to remember everything that was said the day before and, stand in front of the door and, try to remember if he was supposed to leave or not.
Oh.
Or wait.
As he stands there in front of the door like a sim awaiting direction.
He stands exactly like that.
Your roommate, Foot, kind of wakes up as you do. But she's very reluctant to get up and about because, she's a cat. But she does kind of wake up and climbs down off the bed and kind of, nudges at the door like she really wants to go outside now, please.
I look at her. Do you think we'll get in trouble if we leave?
She has this face that just kind of suggests You'll get in trouble, not me.
You know what? I will take the fall for you. And so he opens the door and lets her out first and follows.
She goes over to where she remembers Alfred's room to be. And just kind of like nudges up against the door before looking at you, like, go on, open it.
This might be bad news, bears. Jesus Christ. He very slowly approaches the door. He just kind of... Alfred! Alfred!
Oi!
Alfred! There you are, Alfred. Can I open the door, or can you open the door?
Oi! Oh, I got me headache.
I open the door. Look, and I assume he's still on the floor.
Oh. Yeah, exactly where you left
Yeah.
him.
Good morning, Alfred.
Where he landed. Oh, what time is it?
Early. It's like,
Oh, then why'd you wake me up?
I don't know. I think we're supposed to wake up. I don't know what we're supposed to do, and I didn't want to go downstairs or other further or whatever without somebody because I didn't want to get in trouble. And if I'm gonna get in trouble, I mean, you might as well get in trouble too.
Oh, can you go sit in the corner
Yeah.
over there?
Yeah. Sure. Why? So I will go and I will sit in the corner.
Okay.
I go back to sleep.
Around this time, the rest of you kind of like start to rouse yourselves. The sun's coming in. It's kind of hard to, keep your eyes closed for very long.
Question.
Answer.
Does this rising sun come in directly through my window?
You know what? Yes, because you asked that question, absolutely.
Okay, good. Then Easter has curled up underneath the sunlight and is sleeping.
Little sunspot.
Yeah.
Locke, did you close Alfred's door behind you?
Sure.
Okay. You're all starting to wake up. It's, getting towards about that time. And after a while, feel free. There's a knock on your door first.
Okay, I'm gonna say that she's like kind of awake, but just kind of laying there in one of those situations where she's like, it's set into her head that she's in a like a cell now. The whole like luxuriousness of the fact that I get like a great bed, a shower, warm water, like protect. That's like gone. She's just like, oh crap, I'm in some place where I can't get out. This is great. So she's just laying there like, on the bed, like you would if you were trapped. Anyway, so she hears the knock on the door and kind of jumps a little bit because she's just in her thoughts. And she like gets up, and it's so weird because her routine's been kind of thrown off because she's been super specific with it for the last 7-8 years. Anyway,
Yeah.
and so she goes and she opens the door and she's kind of like trying to fix her outfit a little bit to look slightly presentable, but anyway, she kind of shuffles her way, still half asleep and still in her thoughts, and like kind of peeks her head out the door.
When you open the door, you look out and you see that halfling person who was sitting at the desk last night is going around knocking on the doors of all of your compatriots, starting with Sealfree, then Isra, then Locke's door, though she doesn't know that nobody's in there, then Marcus's, then Alfred's. She's just kind of like making the rounds, trying to wake you all up. But
We like hear Alfred snoring, resonating throughout the hallway once you exit.
that depends. What's your passive perception?
Oh my god.
It's 12, so
12.
the answer's yes.
Great.
Yeah.
When the knock comes on Alfred's door, I like to grab him by his like feet talons and drag him out of the room.
You can just hold him like this.
Something like actually, yeah.
Okay.
More like that, and then just walk out with foot.
Like a chicken.
And
Yeah.
the halfling,
You can shake
Like-
him a little bit.
the halfling like turns back and sees that, and their jaw just
Good morning.
okay.
I had to make sure
Alright.
Alfred left the room. I didn't want Alfred to get in trouble.
He's
Is
sleeping.
he still asleep?
Yeah, he is. I tried to wake him
Have you-
up. It wasn't successful.
Have you hit him a few times?
Have I hit
Oh,
him with
fuck,
my...
can I even do that?
I don't know. I just kind of... He'll wake up on his own, and I kind of flop him on the ground outside the door.
And that poor halfling just like goes and like knocks on Marcus and Eastras again, just like trying desperately to get them up.
There is a very long pause that's somewhat like, and then you hear the lock unlock and the door just part slightly and he's just standing in just the parted doorway.
The halfling looks like they're about to shit themselves. I just thought you all ought to know that your escort is coming in an hour, so if you want to have a bath and a meal, now's your chance.
The door just
I mentioned the
closes.
food. Easter's door just parts open and just zooms out.
Yeah, at the hearing food, Alfred is now awake.
So you're all like starting to exit the rooms finally. You notice that next to your doors, there is very dorm style a little nameplate that has your name on it, and under it is a little like inbox, like a little like office inbox kind of thing, and each of them has an envelope with your name on them outside of your rooms, and there's also a calendar, like a 30-day calendar with the first day marked off on.
So we gotta get our 30-day chip.
So, wait, is it kind of like a letter, as in like you can read it letter? Did I just hear you right? I'm sorry.
There's
No, it's the letter B.
there's a nameplate and then a box with an envelope in it, and the envelope has your name on it, and then there's a calendar with the first day of 30 marked off.
Envelope? I want to touch that. I want to grab it.
Okay, it's an envelope.
Is it openable?
Yes, it is openable.
I would like to open it.
There's 5 silver pieces inside.
Money. Anyway, I'm gonna put them in like a little side satchel that I have. So
Yeah.
like when I walk, it kind of jingles a little bit.
That poor halfling who's just... Food's downstairs. Bathroom's at the end of the hall. Your escort will be here soon, and then they turn and they go downstairs.
I'm gonna see if Alfred has Alfred seen me put money in my bag.
I am eyeing you. And I am going to my envelope.
I also checked my envelope.
There's 5 silver pieces
'Kay.
inside all of them.
Cool.
Well, I guess I can add that to my thing.
Easter zooms out of the bathroom, picks up her envelope, and then continues downstairs.
Can Israel use a normal bathroom?
They're all like wheelchair accessible size. They're all like compatible for all races.
So
It's just a hole in the
baby.
ground.
Everything's ADA compliant.
Just because I have lion legs does not mean.
Jesus Christ.
Everything is ADA compliant,
Thank
baby.
you.
I think Marcus probably closed the door mostly again, but was still kind of like looking through the very thin sliver, and then saw
Money?
saw money, and his hand reached out of the door and grabbed his envelope, and the door closes for a moment, and then it opens back up, and he's just standing in the doorway.
Menace that word.
Menacingly.
Yeah, thank you.
Wherever.
I'm gonna
Hello. Go ahead.
continue.
Go ahead, Morgan.
Nope, you go ahead.
Oh damn.
It's a
Okay.
standoff.
Whenever like that is settled, Locke is gonna go try and find the bathrooms because he heard bath. So that's what he is going to do.
there's a bathroom at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
It's pretty obvious because Easter just bursted out of it.
Yeah.
Um,
But after that, he'll go downstairs, or
Yeah.
wherever.
So like, on this calendar. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Still free next. Sorry.
It's fine. I just am gonna want to go down and get food. However, while she like passes by Marcus's door, she like stops for a second and is like, "There's bats, you know," and then just continues on.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ.
Thanky!
It's fine. It's morning. It's the morning. He looks. Hey, stop being so aggressive that early in the morning. I'll meet you. I'll match the energy.
It's fair.
Mm. Anyway,
So
I'm
like,
gone. Bye.
what is the calendar X'd out with?
Like an X, what?
Like with ink or like
Sharpie, yes.
Yeah, Sharpie. Fuck you. Magic
It's
ink.
silver
magic
Sharpie.
ink?
It's a quill made from one of Alfred's feathers.
All right, I would like to pluck out a feather and X out the next one.
It immediately dissolves.
Oh my god.
Oh, I worth a
You just
shot.
love it for no reason.
For those of you who have gone downstairs, you go down the stairs and you end up back in the main foyer, where you came in last night, and there is a door on the opposite wall where you see a couple of like stragglers like walking in, presumably other people who are here for crimes, who also are just like shuffling into the mess hall. But
Easter's like, ah, yes. How do you do, fellow criminals?
Immediately there is a tabaxi who just kind of looks at you like up and down.
Hello.
How did you get to be that big?
I do not know. Though I think I'm going. Eventually, I'm going to get bigger. Probably. Maybe.
Can you answer me a question? Where did you get the wings?
Oh, those. I think I was born with them. I grew them myself. Thank you for noticing.
At this point, he kind of turns and he sees Alfred out of the side of his eye, and he goes, "Do you think I can steal some off of that bird?"
Maybe I have. Well, there are certainly fables of stealing the wings from the arrogant. So, perhaps.
Did I hear
The
that?
shade.
Did I hear that? Did I hear them say, "Could I steal the wings off that bird"?
Roll perception.
Hold on. I gotta get back to that snake.
Hey,
Oh
man,
my gosh.
fables are full of that shit.
I got a 12.
No,
Dang it! Oh, okay, it's fine.
but
It's okay.
he does that like house cat thing where like he sees the bird and he starts licking his lips.
Eat him.
Also, just to note, the tabaxi. The tabaxi standing on two legs, all like full Catman, just on two legs. Isra, still a fair bit human on all fours.
Yeah.
It's a version of a cat.
Like an inverse Goofy Pluto situation.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need 3 to 5 business days. But you kind of shuffle into the mess hall where there's a couple of tables and it's still early enough that like there's only a few people like sitting around. And there's a couple people like milling about supervising, but mostly it's like an open buffet with like plates stacked, like serve yourself. They don't give a shit.
Okay, so hotel breakfast, got it.
Yeah, it's a hotel breakfast, thank you. That's exactly what it is. There's a waffle maker over in the corner.
Weird eggs.
Weird eggs.
Does it
It's
make
like
the
rubber.
waffles in the shape of the city?
Well, the city's shaped like a star, so absolutely.
Yes.
So I assume everybody except Marcus is downstairs.
Yeah, eventually I head
Yes.
downstairs, and I'll just sit where the general group is.
I want
I'll-
to sit next to Locke.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I'll go get some food. Who is the toughest motherfucker, like looking motherfucker in this place?
Seal free.
The who?
Seal free.
Silfrey? Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Damn, that's.
Little plate with my little star waffle on it, some
Yeah.
fruit, and like some eggs, and I'm sitting there like cutting it with my like little utensils of my orange juice. And I'm the toughest person.
Seal free is the toughest looking person in the room, but there is a tabaxi who is just like staring at you like he's not interested in what's on his plate. He's looking at you.
Who's the next after the tabaxi?
Jesus Christ! Me!
Lock.
Shit.
You immediately here's the thing. You immediately lock onto like one of the server. You immediately lock onto this big like buff guy with a heart tattoo on his side, but he's behind the counter and he's one of the servers.
Oh my god.
Really nice lunch lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out with the lunch lady.
Internet and everything.
Their name is Doris.
I would like to say that if there is no tea, Locke just gets like any sort of like if there's like coffee and he just sweetens it to like the most it can be so that it doesn't taste bitter.
There is fruit juice.
Yeah, then yes, fruit juice. Absolutely.
Okay.
You gotta have like every flavor like lined up, like a little flight.
It's like a tasting.
Yeah, exactly. But just kind of looks over at Silfrey. Good morning.
She's so happy and content. She's no longer in her thoughts. Anyway, just cutting away and being like, "Good morning. Like, isn't this great? I haven't had a meal like this in forever."
I guess. You know, it's nicer than I guess roadkill, you know?
He's gonna literally be like,
Alfred comes into frame.
"What did you say?"
I said it's nicer than roadkill. I've never had roadkill. I was just using that as like a
I was about to be very concerned for your.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Seal free. Foot kind of like puts her paw on your lap, and like she doesn't do a whole lot with her face, but you understand from that moment that Locke is lying.
I just and the hand goes on the thing and it's like, "No, honey, that's not
He's not-
truth." And I'm
he's
just gonna go
not
like,
okay.
"Oh," and I'm gonna like pat the paw like thanks. And there's a little bit of a nod. Yeah, I'm gonna look back and be like, "It is better than roadkill."
Foot seems to really like you.
Certainly it is. As he's just gorging on meats.
Let's just be like,
Sausage. And a small secondary plate with dates.
Just
"Oh."
dates.
Yeah.
Just dates.
Jesus Christ.
And like 3 cups of coffee.
Well, does the body good?
Oh yes, most certainly.
I trust y'all to roleplay amongst yourselves for like 2 seconds. Okay.
I think so.
Breakfast. Have breakfast. Don't kill anybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like,
I walk up to the tabaxi.
wait, but like I'm like I like suddenly see her like walking up to this like base, yeah, tabaxi, whatever.
Oh.
And I'm just
Catman.
I drop my stuff, like my silverware out of my hand, and I'm like slapping everyone. I'm like, look.
Oh, he'll learn his lesson.
No, okay, that
Oh,
didn't
he's
actually
going
happen.
to
That was a
get-
joke.
out of him.
I am
Wait.
not going over to the tabaxi.
I'm watching. Hold on. Alfred may have decided not to do it, but I have decided to pick up a piece of a date. Sorry, Isra, off of
And that's fine.
the plate and just freaking yoink it at the back of the tabaxi's head.
Well, MK just left, so
Yeah, I was about
Well,
to
I
say
need to roll
that.
something for myself. What do you think that is?
Strength check?
It's a roll to
Thanks.
hit for
Thanks.
AC.
Is it just a roll to hit? Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna roll a 20.
without proficiency.
I
so
really
just
hope
attack.
it misses, because then it's really funny.
It's a 9.
It hits Alfred.
Yeah,
Whiff
probably.
it.
It's Alfred instead.
It's Alfred inside the head.
Oh
Then
my
Alfred,
god.
don't cause problems, Alfred.
Oi, what was that for?
I'm gonna be like, oh, like it was on purpose, and be like, just sitting there, like, don't do it, bro. Which I think should be you going and basically me saying, I dare you to.
Oh, you know what? I turn around and I start walking towards the tabaxi. Oh, I'll
He
shut that.
is-
Oh, shut that bitch.
He is, he's got a cup of tea in his hand and, like, holding it up like this, but, like, his eyes are locked on you. As you
Oi,
approach.
what's your name? See you eyeballing me.
You do not get to know my name unless you best me in hand-to-hand combat first.
Me in the background,
Oh.
like,
Locke fully has his
Oh,
head in his
Picks
hands.
up her coffee and just.
Alright, then don't tell me your name. And I leave. I go over to
Just
Locke.
leave.
I actually go straight to Locke. Oi, Locke. I need you.
Are you gonna be like this the whole time?
Oi, I need you.
No, you don't.
I need you to go talk to that tabaxi.
I'm not going to.
I need you to know their name.
No. Why? No. Why?
Oi, we need friends. We're gonna be here for a bit.
I think Sylphie's our friend.
Well, yeah, but we're gonna be spending like all the time with them.
This
Like,
is our. Well, first of all, respectfully, I don't trust you.
oi, Violet.
Yeah, so I don't think I will. If you can go up and you can ask their name, did you do that already, or?
Yeah, he wanted to fight me, so like, I don't think it's worth it.
No,
Why
maybe
didn't you
should-
fight him?
I don't know if you see these tiny bird bones. They're also hollow.
you really like to bring up the point that you have hollow bones whenever you don't want to do something, yet you'll just do anything else.
You splintered our gargoyle's like face,
That's-
like.
That's really convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, well, like, I can do magic. Like,
Why don't you go get Marcus?
Yeah.
I don't see him anywhere.
is Marcus still?
Yeah.
He didn't come, right?
Marcus is very much still in his room.
You know, I think you should
It's
too.
strange
Alfred.
that he's
I
not
think you
come
should
down.
do that.
Can I?
So- But now that he's not here, what all have you heard about humans? Out of curiosity.
Oh, Yumi's.
Yes. I'm
Not
curious
much.
what you've learned. Because I heard. You didn't hear this from me, but I heard that the humans think that the world is round.
Boy!
Fact that it's flat.
Like, literally, Silver was so, like leaning across the table, like, oh my gosh, is this some good information? And then
See?
that gets said, and she just goes,
Boy, fucking
and just
idiots.
sits back.
I know, right? It's been proven fact that the world we live in is flat. And that's just explorers have gone to the edges of the earth.
Are
Could
you
you just
sure
walk-
about that?
Could you just walk to the edge of it? Could
Yeah.
you just fall
Well,
off?
no, you'd have to take a boat. There's
Have
a
you been
ocean
there?
Outside the well, not me personally, no. But,
How do you know then?
Oh, we have recorded scholars from this.
I don't.
Back home in Asgahat, there are many, many libraries filled with information on this, on various topics.
I thought it was a sphere.
That's bonkers. I can't.
That's,
That's
no.
I didn't know any of that. You think
It's
so
like,
you
how
have
does
to,
it-
So when you get to the edge, you have to take a boat.
Well, no, you take a boat to the edge. At which point, I
You
believe
fall?
you reach the elemental lands, but it is
The what?
fuzzy.
They fall to the abyss.
The what? We what?
Would you fall
You-
off, or would
MK,
you just
can I
kind of
make a
walk?
check?
You absolutely
what you
can
decided
make-
on?
Let's say nature check.
Oh, can I also
Okay.
do a nature check?
Absolutely.
Could it be Arcana? Or History?
Let's go nature.
Okay. I still get advantage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
15.
The world is flat.
20, 21.
The world is so fucking flat. The world is flat,
Right there in my
Stanley.
notes.
And is it the what is at the edge of the world? Is it
Space.
space?
Space. Space. Wanna go space.
Okay, space. Space. And
God,
when
throwback.
you reach the end, you reach the void that goes beyond.
So if
You just like implode.
if a friend invited me to, I don't know, do something at the edge of the world and I just fell off, would that just be?
I mean,
That'd
I'm
just be
assuming you
it?
land somewhere.
It's like
Eventually.
Minecraft, you just turn upside down.
This is just going underneath.
Locke is fully staring at his plate like this is mind-boggling to him.
I'm just gonna like reach over and kind of pat Locke's arm real quick. Like it's okay.
Around this time, as you're having this conversation on whether or not the Earth is flat,
Oh,
Jesus Christ, the halfling that came and woke you all up, they kind of walk up to your table and go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Has the other one not come down yet?
I was
No.
about to ask,
Nah.
do humans eat?
What?
Yes, I
Oh,
think
they
they do.
That'd be super
Can it
cool
is
if
strange
they
she's
did.
not coming down. Perhaps we should bring him something.
I think he's.
Well,
Never mind. Maybe
you're-
he's taking a bath.
your escort is on her way, so maybe go collect him. Yes,
Maybe
I
he's
shall do my
gone.
best.
Can
and
Who's going?
can I make a perception check to see if anyone in this breakfast area has the stuff that Marcus likes?
like drugs.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what they are, but yeah, I mean, probably put two and two
Sure,
together.
make a perception roll.
Oh my god. That's really funny.
Now one.
There are people in here,
There's some salt on
and
the
they
table.
seem to be eating.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Seem to be. But there's the
Seem
one
to be.
guy who's in the corner who's sipping a coffee cup, and he's just been sipping that same coffee cup for hours.
That's Doris. But the halfling just kind of like, can you go get him?
I shall do my
Please.
best.
Okay. And they just kind of like look at all four of you and just kind of and walk away.
Alright. And Easter will get up and go back to Marcus's room if anyone wants to join her.
I will actually go grab some food.
Did you not eat?
More?
And then, well, no, and then go up there.
Oh,
Easter is bringing
okay.
food as well.
Locke is fully minding his own
Or
business.
I'll mind my own business as well.
Yeah.
So Marcus hears a knock on his door.
Again, there's a uncomfortably long pause, and then you hear the lock clicking out of place, and the door just parts slightly.
They're sitting in front of the door with the length of sausage as if presented like a dead animal at your door is Easter. I brought you breakfast. I was wondering, you haven't eaten yet, and I was hoping that I could bring you some food.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Eat it. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not eat meat? I'm unfamiliar with human dietary.
Is that a
restrictions.
sausage?
Yes.
I'm eating the food I brought.
Can I help
Start-
you or
start giving-
something?
Start giving some to Locke.
Our
Give me some
handler
food.
is being
Did you go upstairs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go
Oh,
upstairs.
never mind then.
Yeah.
Our handler is going to be here soon, and obviously, I believe the intention is for us to begin our community service. And in order to do so, obviously one would want to eat before starting the day. And so I brought you some food, but as well as to collect you and bring you downstairs, as before they arrived.
Not eating your floor sausage?
It's on a plate.
Still, I already ate.
Oh. Okay. But still, I was sent to collect.
Fine. And
Oi, Marcus, right? Mr. Gunn,
Mr. Von Gun.
Von Gun.
His name was.
He's just staring at you.
I just thought I should let you know you cannot put X's on the calendar.
Why would that be? Oh, I see.
Thank you for your service.
He just walks.
So
He just
what-
closes the door behind him and just walks past them.
Isha picks up the floor sausage and trots after.
And I just walk downstairs, and I sit at a different table.
Around.
Really, hold on. I'm literally, if Marcus sits at a different table, I'm going to tap Locke on the arm because at this point I trust Locke the most, and I'm gonna be like, we should go sit next to him and make him mad.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know
I'm
if
gonna do it. Well, here's the thing. He either deals with us now, or he first. Because I don't know what he's planning on doing. You know, not being social. To be honest with you, I wouldn't trust him with my life, so I would like to somehow form a trust bond.
Make
Yeah.
things I guess from what I understand is make things easier now. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will follow you if you do not want to go by yourself.
Great. And then I'm gonna is Alfred and Isra right there?
Her comes down and returns to her spot at the table and begins working on her second cup of coffee.
Cool. I'm also gonna say this plan to them, but in a more I'm gonna repeat it, but in a more put together thing. And I'm gonna go, okay, guys, does anyone here trust Marcus with their life?
I
To be
mean,
quite honest, I have only met each of you two yesterday, and to be quite honest, I would trust maybe points at Locke with my life.
Oh, thank you.
Not that I. Feel free. Yeah, possibly as well.
wait, is that a race thing?
No, I just think you are arrogant and a danger to all of us. Everyone
Well, yeah.
around you.
But you
are
not
all
see
of
what I
this
did?
things. You are all of this thing.
Yes, and you are a danger to everyone around you.
Exactly,
No.
that's what I looked at.
Okay, reeling it in, I would maybe a little bit trust all of you guys to at least not shoot.
That's kind of hot.
I kick
What?
Alfred onto the table.
Sorry, I didn't say anything.
Hey, anyway, we should go over there.
Isha just gives Alfred a disapproving look. Like,
We should. You know what? Never mind. After that comment, I'm done. I'm gonna do it by myself. You know, that's fine.
I'll get a
Because
shovel
I-
and start digging a grave.
I
Okay,
will
cool.
follow whenever Silver gets up. I will follow.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up and I'm just gonna take what's left of my star waffle.
I
And-
just would like to point out that as you get up and turn around to approach the table, he's making a line on the table and just
I'm just gonna pause for a quick second, like literally standing there, just like it's that disappointed look. But I'm just gonna power on. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna sit across from him. I'm not gonna say one thing. I'm just gonna my little plate, and I'm gonna start cutting back into my little star waffle again.
I will sit next to Silver.
I'm watching with binoculars.
Isha is beginning to work on her third cup of coffee.
Okay. I have another thing I would like to add as well. Just gonna sit down for the little thing, start cutting, and then just go. I don't think that's good for your nasal passages.
just starts making another line on the table
You know what? I get it.
and just
Can I do a perception check to see if I know what that is?
Go for it.
Is it white?
Hold on.
White.
What do I have, a +2 modifier?
White.
I got a 16.
Okay, hold on. I'm waiting for Blue to tell me what it is first.
yeah. Sorry, I don't have the list pulled up.
Oh God.
There's a list.
Oh yeah.
No, I know there's a list. I just want to know which one it is. I can't breathe.
as this is happening, I scoot closer to Isra and scoot the plate of food in between us, like it's popcorn.
Isra scoots your dirty plate away from her own, and
Oh,
continues
Blue.
eating very daintily from her own plate as she begins
Oh.
working on the dates.
Oh,
man,
Blue.
so bad.
Yeah.
Sealfree, you rolled a 15?
16.
16. You're pretty sure that it's a stimulant of some kind,
Okay.
and you're pretty sure, like, you remember from, like, the equivalent of health class videos that this is one of the no-nos, but, like, it's not like it's gonna kill him. But you're not quite sure what it is.
Yeah.
That being said, Foot gets up, like, from Locke's side and starts padding over towards where Sealfree is. And is looking at, like, the remnants of the star waffle on the plate. And Sealfree, what you hear is a... Marcus, what you hear is a please.
Wait, Marcus?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm going to completely not realize that Marcus is and take the little star waffle and just give it to Foot.
Foot, like, immediately, like, snaps it up and, like, eats it. And starts to purr.
Can I pet Foot? Like, do little, like, the face squishies?
Absolutely.
Okay,
He
that's
likes
what I want to do.
waffles.
I can tell.
And she begins to purr. That's what you hear, and Marcus just hears a yay.
Oh my god. Kind of reach over and I
It's just
also
like,
pet Foot just
"Come
to
on,
give her
Foot."
another affirming.
Have you gone over to the other table?
Who was
Oh,
that?
yes? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You're at the
Yeah,
same
Locke,
table
I
as
think-
Sealfree and Marcus?
Me?
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Locke.
Easter's just sitting over.
I wasn't
Oh.
talking about Easter, I was talking to Locke.
Oh, I've
sorry.
been sitting over there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
he
followed
followed
her. I
her
followed
down
her
over
over there.
Yeah,
This is gonna be
yeah.
long.
Foot is happy for the scritches, just absolutely delighted, and just yeah 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 yeah.
Can I fucking help any of you? Can I help you?
I just followed her over here.
Great.
I'm going to stop, like mid scratch of the thing, just stop, and my hands are still on
Aww.
Foot, and I'm gonna look over at Marcus and be like, "Well, since you're stuck with us, I just thought that maybe you should actually interact.
Why?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you?
Because I don't want to.
Why don't you want to?
Because I don't want to.
That's such a lame answer. I feel like you were
Yeah.
never. I'm just gonna like pause for a second, and I'm gonna go back to scratching Foot and just be like, never mind.
As
But I'm not gonna
as
leave.
you are coming to this resolution, in through the door of the mess hall walks that poor bitch half elf that you met yesterday. Dressed in her full, like, guard uniform. And so obviously when someone in a guard uniform walks into a prison, like, there's immediately, like, some tension in the room. But, like, again, it's 7:30 in the goddamn morning, and she wants no part of this. But she kind of figures out where all of you are and, like, starts walking, like, over towards where you're sitting. And just kind of... The general sent me to collect you.
Oh.
So, can we just be easy on this and go?
I suppose why not?
Looks
What?
at Alfred.
What if I say no?
Then I shoot you.
Shoot. You got a
She draws her
crossbow?
crossbow. She draws her crossbow.
All right.
And she looks
You
at...
really need to work on your listening skills.
He looks at Sealfree and Marcus like, please.
Getting up perfectly fine. There's no problem.
And once she
Marcus-
has all of you like in a group, she like starts to like guide you like out the door.
Yeah. Marcus is still falling to the back as much as possible.
Falling behind.
Yeah.
Foot actually falls in line behind Marcus. And you can hear that like dream like we're off on an adventure time, we're off on an adventure. It's time to have some fun.
As
We're off on
I
an
see
adventure. We're off on an adventure. We're going to have
I'm gonna have the worst day today.
as I see Foot fall to the back, I first start walking with Sylvie, but I see Foot fall to the back, and I actually follow Foot, worried for her safety. And I just kind of avoid like eye contact with Marcus, and I kind of walk up to Foot, and I go, Foot, you can walk with me. It's okay. You don't have to stay at the back.
He falls like back in line with Locke, but like she's like Marcus, you can still hear we're off on an adventure. It's time to have some fun. It's time to have some fun because we're
Just-
off on an adventure.
And he's just singing along like
Farthest
adventure.
mile stare, just into dead air, just dead eyes, dead face, just off in the distance.
God.
But the poor darling half elf leads you away from the Institute and towards the Citadel once again. This time you get to go in through the front door. Good job.
Wow.
You're not going in through, the holding cell.
That's nice.
But she walks you through the front door, and there's somebody sitting at the desk, but, like, she seems to know where she's been sent. And so she kind of ushers you, up the stairs opposite from the way you went up last time, and leads you up to the 3rd floor of the Citadel. And unlike the opposite side you were on yesterday, where like the office floor is a lot more subdued and a lot more very like this is a workplace, it continues to be ornate and elegant the whole way up. Like you're walking on marble stairs. There's like gold and brass hand railings. Like it's fucking nice. So you can tell
With
that this
floors
is definitely...
recently polished.
Yes, the floors were recently polished.
Isra struggles for a grip, like shit. And it's like, oh. And then just sort of flies eyes instead.
But she gets you all up onto the 3rd floor. And as she does, I'm gonna change the music, because that's, where I'm at right now.
Watch it suddenly work, and like all of us get hit.
Please. Eep. Okay. She guides you up the stairs to the 3rd floor. Hello? Which one of you?
Oh, I think
Yeah.
that might have just been my computer.
So you stand in this hallway that has like a really like nice red carpet that's kind of rolled out on the marble floors, and it's fucking nice. But she leads you to a door that says conference room on it. And from standing outside in the hallway, you can hear a couple of muffled voices. The half-elf nods, or knocks on the door, but kind of waits for instruction. And would anybody like to make a perception check at all?
Yeah.
Just to see what it is you hear.
Yeah, because I'm nosy.
Go for it, bitches.
I got a 3. Or perception 5.
You are in a hallway.
I got a
I'm still scratching for
What,
purchase on the
13?
marble floor.
13?
yeah.
Oh, wait, no, you said there was a carpet.
Yeah, there you go. Sealfree, you can definitely make out 3 distinct voices. But, like, there's nothing really concrete that you hear.
14.
14? Exactly the same. Damn. But after a while, you hear a familiar voice say, "Come in." And the half-elf opens the door and kind of ushers you all in. And the door opens to a very typical conference room with about 20 chairs seated around a long wooden table. The walls are covered in dark red paint, and there are framed paintings with varying landscape scenes. At the far end of the table is General Zendraza, and she sat with a person on either side of her. And she looks up at all of you, and she kind of takes mental note, and she says, come in, take a seat. We just have to finish up some business.
Oi!
Good morning, Mr. Featherbottom?
Yeah. Did you get that message?
About your bone, yes.
Yes.
I am
need
looking
it.
I'm looking into it, I promise you.
I want to insight that.
Sure, go for it.
I already know what it's gonna be, but it's a natural one.
She has a strange accent. You're not quite sure what it is.
That's the second nat one that die has.
Yeah, you might want to switch dice.
Yeah, I put it in jail.
Yeehaw. But she, yes, I'm looking into it, and she kind of gestures for all of you to like sit down
Acer sits
I give her the stink
in
eye.
a chair.
in a chair. Yes.
Okay.
It's strange.
She's just kind of hoping that all of you just do as you're told, and once you're inside, the half elf closes the door, and kind of stands at attention, like outside, like on the inside of the door. But the general turns back to her colleagues. She has a person on either side of her. On her left side is a blue tiefling man with short black hair. He wears silver-rimmed glasses and a slouchy black sweater. The other person on her other side is a halfling woman with dark brown skin and curly lavender hair. She is sat not at one of the conference table chairs, but in an ornate black and copper wheelchair. And at her side is a very large but happy-looking basset hound. And in front of all of them on the table is a glass box with something metallic inside. But they all seem to be looking at it.
Can I perceive?
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah.
I would like anybody who wants to make a perception check, because they're going to continue their conversation.
Ooh. Perception.
Bruh.
16.
16?
That's a 5.
15.
Lock
What's
that shows a box with something shiny in it.
Just kind of looking at the shiny aspect of it.
I got
Uh,
a 16.
16?
16 as well.
Oh,
Alfred?
3 16s.
Oh, 15.
Damn.
One off.
It is a glass box about, like, yay big. And there's a cloth sitting next to it. And inside the box is a bronze crown. But as you're all sitting down, like getting settled, all of you, except for Locke, hear the following conversation. Hold on. The general kind of turns to the halfling woman and says, "But what do you mean it was just found in the Richese woods? What could it have possibly been doing there? I mean, what were the locals doing with it?" And the halfling woman says, "I'm not certain why it was there, but I'm sure it's nothing malicious. I had students out east gathering spell components, and they brought this back with them last night. Apparently it was just out in the woods, not even in the possession of anyone. Like, they found it in the banks of the Dedron River." And then the tiefling kind of, "Okay, that's worse. You can see how that's worse, right? It tells us that it wasn't actively being used for any nefarious purposes, Professor Emberwind. I'm not exactly convinced that that's any better, it being unsupervised. I mean, we don't even know what it is or what it does, Professor Silvershine. I'm pretty sure we can surmise what it is from the scary skull and crossbones engraved on it, dipshit." And the professor just... She takes off her little spectacles and she sets them down. "Enough, both of you. Honestly, you wizards and your bickering. It is a miracle you ever get anything done. Now, can Professor Alderspark look at it today?" "I'm afraid not. He had to leave rather suddenly yesterday afternoon. Something to do with Home? I don't know, but he promised he would be back in time for the gala, though. Typical. We lose our expert in necromancy the moment a necromantic item shows up in our laps. And as she says this, she just... And she puts her glasses back on, and she... Yes, you have a question?
Can I make some sort of check to figure out what this fucking thing is? Like, from the distance I'm at?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh boy.
Easter is immediately going to cast detect magic.
Okay. Let me see.
Crazy notes right now.
Arcana.
If you hear me typing, I'm sorry.
man.
I'm going. I'm going.
I'm sorry.
That
You like
is
say things, I'm like-
That's a 24.
On Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck is you have a better Arcana than me?
It is what it is.
You can, now that you've heard this description and you can see what it is, you're like, oh shit, something is going on here. But from what you're getting off of it, and Easter, you're getting something very similar as well. This definitely has some magic properties. Like she said, it is a necromantic item. It's not necessarily enchanted or anything. It's definitely just made with magical power imbued within it. But, like, from, like, first glance and, like, looking back, like, combing through your mind of, like, what you know, like, you have no idea what this is. You...
Just point with detect magic. I immediately know if something is magical, and I know what school of magic, if any.
Yeah, it's magic and it's necromancy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. There's some funky shit going on. But, after she says this, and she just kind of... She finally looks up at all of you. And she says, I apologize for my lack of manners. Just a bit of business to finish up. May I introduce Professors Emberwind and Silvershine of the Eclipse? They head the evocation and transmutation departments respectively, as well as being on the council. And at this point, she stands up out of her chair and she picks up the cloth and puts it over the glass box. I hope all of you slept well. I've been told that your first mission was a success.
Yes, it was. I'm just curious how common gargoyle infestations are here within the city.
They are not unheard of, but they are not overly common.
Huh. Interesting. And she just does the interesting as she's still eyeing that box.
Yeah, I just have my eyes on the box. They have not
What's in the
moved.
box? Sorry.
What's in the
Yeah,
fucking
it's in the
box?
box.
Lucky box.
So you had a run-in with some gargoyles then?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And she kind of like takes the box and like slides it over in the direction of the tiefling, Professor Emberwind. And he just kind of sits there and he's like taking all of you in. Like this is a group. And like he's definitely interested by Eastra, but he's way more interested in Marcus. Like he is just has no idea what to say or do with you.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make a thing. You said, what's the professor's name?
The tiefling?
Yes.
Professor Emberwind.
Okay, and then there's also Professor Elderspark, who is the necromancer that cannot be pulled in, correct?
Alderspark, but yes.
Alderspark. That's awesome. Great. Anyway, sorry.
Alderspark.
And then there's
I
the
want to know
halfling.
names if they get pulled up.
The halfling is Professor Silvershine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But they are very much like have no idea what to do with you. And the general puts the cloth back on the box, and she just kind of maybe we can have a student look at it. But I don't know who would know enough to. And then Professor Emberwind just kind of like perks up and says, "Perhaps Mr. Featherspell can look at it. I'm sure he'll have time to do a favor for the council, and he's very good at that sort of thing." And Zendraza hears Featherspell and just immediately starts laughing. Though she covers it with her hand, because she's a little bit more dignified than that. And she looks at all of you. I think I have discovered what your task today is going to be. You are going to run an errand for me. Yes, Miss,
I do not mean to overstate my case, but I have had some experience looking over magical items of varying qualities back home in Azkahat, and I was wondering if I was simply offering my services, if possible. I'm not a specialist in necromancy, so to speak. I prefer more the conjuring arts, as is the case with most of my kin, but I have some. I've looked into it,
conjuration is a very noble pursuit.
of course.
She looks at Professor Emberwind and he kind of nods and he stands up and he takes the box over to you and he takes the cloth off. Yeah.
Eyes are like, shh, looking all over.
It is a bronze crown and there is a very scary looking skull and crossbone engraved like right here.
Can I ready an action?
Sure.
Can I interrupt really quickly?
Yeah.
I have needed to piss for the past 20 minutes. Can I please
Don't piss
get
boy.
off the
Don't
table?
piss boy.
Oh my
Piss
God.
your
Yeah.
pants,
Okay.
do it.
Oh my god. Moving right along. Dugga, 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 dugga.
Okay, so with the help of detect magic,
Mm-hmm.
I do not have identify, but I would like to still make an Arcana check to
Also,
look this bad boy over.
their ready action is second level Chaos Bolt at Easter if anything happens.
Oh my god!
I'm not going to put it on.
You don't know I'm doing this.
I can clearly see you readying a spell.
Oh, you have detect
You know,
magic.
he's readying detect magic for all you know. You'd
What?
like to cast
Yes, I would like to
detect
roll an
magic on
Arcana
this?
check.
Okay, go for it.
Oh
Did you not natural 20?
my god.
What's your modifier?
Plus 4, so 24.
It's a crown and it's necromantic.
Can I do a history check on it?
Sure.
The fact that this, the fact that identifiers report.
Luck is just sitting here like, that's a weird looking crown.
I mean,
What's my...
can I touch?
I only got a 14.
You're not very versed in magic. You're a rogue. It's not really your specialty. But you can tell that it is elven made.
Okay, cool.
Bark, 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 bark.
Meanwhile, Isra is slowly going to reach for the crown. You
the
should
glass
see
is
the
sealed.
crown.
The glass is magically sealed.
Hmm.
The general is like looking over at you like she does not fucking trust you to open it.
Isa's just patting the glass like.
You may look from the outside, but you cannot open it.
Unfortunately, it would require more hands-on observation to learn more. But I understand.
Forgive me for being blunt, but you are a criminal. You attempted to steal
Allegedly.
something.
I
You
was
attempted
just-
You
I was
attempted
just-
to steal magic items. Forgive me for not
Once
trusting
again,
you.
proof of intent I feel should be important in this case.
Uh-huh.
We did have a
That is, there
trial.
is no intent to steal.
the whole time, this Professor Silvershine, who she looks young. Like, she's like not even 30, but she has a council seat. She is like giggling her head off. She is just
Locke is
The fact
looking
that
at this crown.
city has no proper court system is an outrage.
Locke
Yes,
is looking
Locke.
at this crown, and like while all this is happening, he just suddenly goes, "That crown is an ugly color."
Professor Silvershine just kind of nods.
Well, yeah, boy.
I agree wholeheartedly.
It's not very pretty.
It is not very pretty. It needs
I-
some sparkles.
I wouldn't wear it.
I would not either, but that is because it is probably very dangerous.
Oh yeah, that color could probably kill you, couldn't it? Completely serious.
She loses it. She is just howling with laughter. Oh
We
my
just
God.
assume that even though Blue is gone, Marcus is probably just staring daggers at everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just silent. Oh my God.
Speak of the boy. Oh,
We assume Marcus is just sitting at the table.
he doesn't
silently.
have his earbuds in yet.
Damn.
We assume Marcus is just staring daggers at everybody as this is going on.
Probably. I don't know what's happening, but I'm assuming that he's probably as far to the back of the room as possible, and probably looking like he wishes he was dead.
Quick recap. Yusra doesn't know shit about the crown except it's necromantic.
I feel a natural 20.
Sorry.
This is magic.
Sealfree knows that it's elven made, and Locke thinks it's ugly.
Yeah, Marcus is at the back as far as he can get, and he is looking very confused by everything.
It's fair. The general is just like losing her mind. She's just like smiling knowingly, and she just kind of looks at all of you again, like these poor bastards. And very well. I have a task for the lot of you to complete today. Guarding this with your lives, you will take the object to Mr. Featherspell for appraisal, and when you return with it safely, you can be certain that you will make twice as much for the day as you did yesterday.
Nope. And I start to walk out of the room.
Did you say no?
Yeah, I said no, and I started walking out of the room.
The
Like,
half
grab
elf is
Alfred.
still standing there, and she just.
I'm just gonna like kind of like reach over and like grab the top of Fred's head and just like spin him around so I can walk back.
I don't fuck with necromancy, and this is no exception.
What?
I will take any
what's
penalty
the problem?
not to have this item on my person.
What
What-
problem do you have with necromancy? It is magic like any other.
What problem don't you have with necromancy?
Of course not.
Alfred, it doesn't have to be on your person. It can be on my person. It could be on Silfrey's person. I could go on.
We could tie it to a rope
Necromancy is
and drag
merely
it
the
behind
magic
us.
of life and death. It is just that.
I would like to point out to all of you that it is quite safe and cannot be used. You know, its magical properties remain inert while it is in that box.
If
If
I
that's
had a
what's
dawn
in
for
my head.
if I had a dawn for every time I heard that.
What is a dime?
Right?
If I had a
You-
silver piece for every time I heard that.
That's what outlets call silver.
Uh,
Regional currency.
Look, you can either perform this task, which I feel like I should specify to you. Well, you are taking it to the same shop that you attempted to steal from yesterday.
Oh,
That's
great.
even worse. It's unlocked.
Oh, a magic shop.
You can either complete this task, or we can find a much more unpleasant one for you to complete.
I'll take the unpleasant one.
Alfred,
I
just
can't hear you.
I'll take the unpleasant one.
No, he won't.
Alfred,
Let us
No,
take
he
a
will not.
group vote. Who would like to go to the magic shop?
Easter excitedly raises his
I
hand.
think he's gonna vote. I can't. I won't touch him. But I wish I could just like grab his hand.
Oh,
I believe that is the majority rule. Now, if Diana, and she gestures over to the half-elf, if Diana needs to accompany you, that can be arranged. And Diana just... Okay.
Or does the cat get a vote?
Which
I
cat?
already got the vote.
Not you. The foot.
Oh, foot?
Foot says what I say most of the time, unless
Foot meows loudly, which both Isra and Marcus hear as magic.
Put the votes for the magic shop.
Magic shop. Alfred, just let someone else carry it. I can carry it if you want.
No.
Sylphie
Why does
can
Alfred
carry
have to
it.
carry it?
I'm not
doesn't.
carrying that shit. What the fuck?
No, okay.
Well, Marcus can carry it. We
How
all
about
like
this?
Marcus the least,
How
right?
about this?
Yes,
Look
Boy.
very
That's
pointedly at
weird.
Marcus, no offense.
We go, but your little lackey
Why don't we all
Diana
carry it?
carries the item.
Why don't we
I
walk
will
with
carry.
the
I will
green
not put that
dog?
burden on Miss Diana here. She is already doing a very important job of understandably working with us. And
Does she trust any of us to carry it, though? That's the big question.
Yeah, she works for you, so she should carry it.
Can you just fucking ask her so we can stop bullshitting around?
Diana, would you like to carry the box?
Okay.
if you would prefer, I can carry it.
Yes, please.
Okay.
There, fucking
question.
solved.
All right, your death party.
All right. And, Mr. Featherbottom, I promise you that if you complete this task for me, I will expedite looking for your bone.
Oh, so it's not priority? Is that
is a
what you're telling
priority.
me?
It is a priority, but I will send a more competent administrator to look for it than I am currently.
All right,
Forest.
but Locke is not to touch the box.
Hmm?
But Locke is not to touch the box.
I won't touch the box.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Oh, you hear that, Locke?
Huh?
He's got it.
Anyone find it any little bit concerning that the official doesn't want to touch the box?
Hmm?
It is the stigmatism to the people saying, "Oh, necromancy is bad magic, and you should stay away from it."
Because it is.
Did you just say astigmatism?
No, I apologize the accent. It is a. How you say?
There is a stigma against it.
That is the word. Yes, stigma.
Okay. Right.
There's a stigma for necromancy.
And Professor
People
Emberwind.
automatically assume it's bad magic.
Oh, because
Professor
it
Emberwind,
is.
who is just like, he's very much amused by all of you, but at the same time, he wants you the fuck out of his conference room. Takes the box up again and just kind of like double checks to make sure everything's okay before handing it to you, Isra.
You sure will take it.
Please make sure that this gets back safely.
I shall endeavor to do just.
Okay. And Diana opens the door and she looks like she wants to die, but she kind of opens the door and like gestures vaguely for all of you. leave.
Isra happily goes. Move along. We're going to the magic shop. We're going to the magic shop.
And Foot joins in. We're going to the magic shop. We're going to the magic shop.
Marcus again falls as far
Marcus,
back.
as you're walking out of the door, you can hear a potted plant go, magic shop, magic shop, magic shop.
I'm gonna commit,
Oh my.
and I just keep walking.
But this poor bitch, Diana, leads you all out of the Aurora Citadel once more and starts walking with you out of the Star Center and towards the Perseus ward, where 3 of you were arrested yesterday.
Yay.
Boy, let me guess, it's unlocked.
Well, the walk takes you a good little bit of time. Remember that you were driven away from it yesterday. So it takes you a good, 30 minutes, 45, to get to the shop, which, if you are looking at the city map, is the orange building in
Could we switch over to that roll 20, please?
Yes, I can do that.
It's in the bottom right already, but...
Yes, ma'am, I'm
He's
looking
not
at
looking
the
at the
stream.
Twitch stream.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
got you.
If you are looking at roll
We're
20,
just as important.
if you are looking at the Roll20 map, the city, it's this orange building on the south side of town. She starts leading you. It takes like 30, 35, 45 minutes to walk through a part of town which is not quite as upscale as where your mission was yesterday. That was definitely like where the fancy people live. This is more shops. And again, this shop is way sketchier looking than all of the others around it, but it does look slightly less sketchy during the daytime. But Diana, like, stops outside of the building, which is very familiar to three of you. And just kind of... I'm going to wait out here. You just go in and do your thing, and please don't kill the shopkeeper. Please.
Okay.
Why do you assume? Anyway, well,
No promises.
I begin to say, why would I assume? But then I turn, look to the owlin. Okay, fair enough.
Right.
You just gave him ideas.
Yeah, I make no promises.
Oh, fuck. But she just kind of stands at attention outside the door, which, yes, you have a question?
Sorry, random, but how tall is the half-elf? Or the elf, sorry.
She's a half-elf.
A half-elf.
She's, like, not quite 6 feet.
Okay.
Interesting.
Why?
That's a question?
Christ. Oh my god.
Okay.
But,
kinda weirded out now.
the door, the whole building looks sketchy, less sketchy in the daytime. And the padlock, which was open yesterday morning, is now gone completely.
Yeah, of course it is.
The padlock is just completely gone because it's daytime and it's business hours.
True.
So just
But
Isra, instead of knocking on the door, just bat bat bat.
yeah, and the door opens with ease. As you open the door and you start to walk through, it seems as though you are all entering the same front room with the cash wrap that two of you remember, well, three including Foot, remember from yesterday. However, the second that the last of you, I'm assuming Marcus, enters the door slams shut and locks with an audible click. And at the same moment, the room is plunged into complete darkness.
Oi, it locked. We're fucked. This place doesn't lock.
Question?
Am
Yeah.
I glowing?
You are glowing in the dark.
Yeah, you just see this.
All of you look
soft
and see
blue-
as yeah.
this like soft blue light just hit from his hands and his face, and like there's like white for like his freckles.
Anybody else seeing this?
Oi, look, I thought I told you to deal with this.
Anybody else?
I can't make it
Situation.
stop.
Literally, like Alfred's like running around in circles like a chicken. Sorry, I'm joking. But Sophrie's like freaked out, and then all of a sudden she like turns and Locke's standing there glowing, and it's just like
This is actually happening.
I can't
Yeah,
stop
and I'm
it. I
like-
can't. You know,
Yeah,
it's
can you? Why are you glowing?
whatever happens, happens. You know, I can't. I don't know. I've always glowed.
Is this related to the reason that Alfred did not want you touching the crown?
I have no idea. I think Alfred doesn't want me touching a lot of things for a lot of reasons.
Full disclosure, Tyler, when you said look, I told you to deal with this. I spat water all over myself.
So I apologize if this becomes a problem, but I can't really make it stop. So.
Yeah, we can't really
I mean,
hide.
it's nice considering that the room is dark.
As
No,
you
it's
say,
not
the
dark.
room is dark. All of a sudden, the room is illuminated by what seems like a bright spotlight, like in a theater, but it seemingly comes out of nowhere. And it shines upon one wall opposite from where the door was. Which is promising, because the rest of the room seems to be completely void black. Though you can tell that you're standing on a flat, stable surface. Hold on. On the illuminated wall is a set of double doors, which takes up the entire wall. And covering both doors is a large image of a face. This face, which is familiar to Isra, Marcus, Locke, and Sealfree. Sorry, Marcus. Is that of a furbolg with tan, slightly furry skin, curly coppery hair, goat-like ears, and glasses. And this face is just on the store, like projected onto it. Tyler, do you have something you want to say?
Yeah. So, like, with dark vision, can we see anything around us? Or
I
is
mean,
it
there's a
just...
spotlight
Okay.
illuminating the wall, but everything else is just black void.
Okay.
Okay, so the walls and floor are all actually black.
Yeah,
Can I do a perception check?
sure.
Locke fully points at it and go, "Hey, it's that guy."
Oh, hello! I bought books from him. He seems
Yeah.
very spent.
But this is his store. We stole from his store.
I fucking hate it here.
11.
Oh, yeah.
11 perception.
Why would you steal? Oh, you are actual thieves.
What's
Yes.
his face doing on the door?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Does it fucking
Sealfree,
I think it does.
Sealfree, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Just want to kind of like pick up the vibe of the room. Like,
You feel like in the back of your head you're hearing circus music, like something fucky is going on here.
oh, great. We're like show animals.
Can
Okay.
Pay no attention to the furbolg behind the curtain.
The projection like comes up as you're all starting to freak out over this. The projection opens its eyes and smiles at all of you,
This sucks.
And you- and you notice that above the door is written one single word: copper. And the face smiles at all of you. Good morning to all of you.
Oh,
I'm
it's
afraid
Locke.
we've
That's
I'm
a
afraid
guy.
I'm afraid we've had a bit of a security breach lately. So in order to enter the shop, I need you to solve a couple of puzzles for me. This one shouldn't be too difficult. Give it a try.
I love a good
I
riddle.
blame everyone in this room.
You got yourself here
It was
too.
Alfred's idea to break into the shop.
I didn't break it. It was
Fair.
unlocked.
You did break into it, though. You
And
weren't
he's still
supposed to.
entering.
I technically did break into it. I came from the ceiling.
Yeah, she did. Oh, I didn't.
Anyway, what is the riddle of magical face?
All of the clues you need are right here in this room.
Great.
Are there any items in the room? Can I make like
No.
a perception check?
Is there a small slot near the door?
No.
Where's his papa?
I take a piece of copper out of my pocket and I just throw it at the curtains.
It's not curtains, it's a double door, but it just bounces off and clatters to the ground, and it's plunged into darkness. You're never gonna see that again.
No!
That's on you.
My uneven money!
That's on you.
Why'd you throw money, Alfred?
Well, it says copper.
Well, why didn't you say copper, copper, copper? And Locke just keeps saying
Locke,
copper,
Locke,
copper,
shut up.
copper.
Look!
Copper,
Please,
copper.
look!
What?
Look.
Acer just goes. Oh, God.
It's just complete darkness
Fly the
again.
door handle.
What?
Yeah, Acer just go up and try the door handle.
There's no handle. It's flat, but it's like an elevator door. Like it's a double door that like has a line down the middle, definitely, but there's no handle.
Marcus,
Is
Is
there
the door still
anything else
behind
to this
us?
door?
The door behind you?
Yeah, is it still there?
It's gone. It's gone.
I feel like, sorry, real quick, Marcus turns around to just fully leave and sees that it's not there and goes, I fucking hate it here.
Is there anything else to the door? There is the spotlight, there is the door, and it says copper.
There's the face
There's the face.
that is just grinning at you. And it's just a flat door with a face on it that's smiling, and the word is above the door.
Can I jump into the void?
No.
Damn it.
You jump into the void and find out it's a flat surface.
You like
I do
down
that,
to the
yeah.
ground, and it's just flat.
Just,
Is there any way to like approach the face? Can we go up to the door?
You can walk up to the face, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, can I like? I'm gonna like take copper that's in like my bag because I have like maybe 3, and I walk up and I'm gonna try to put it in the mouth of the face.
It's not it isn't a physical face, it's more like a projection. Like, it's the fucking Wizard of Oz moment
Yeah.
going on. Like, you're just, like, hitting light.
Yeah.
And he just kind of keeps smiling. What on earth are you doing?
I'm trying to give you the copper, but like I'm trying to feed it to you, I think, because throwing it at you wasn't very polite, and maybe that's why you didn't accept it the first time.
Well, you're correct. It's not very polite.
No. But this isn't.
Well, I didn't ask for
This
this.
isn't the right way to do it, is it?
No.
You didn't give us many clues.
Everything you need to know is right here.
This is fucking stupid.
My brain.
Can I make an intelligence check?
Agreeing with you, Marcus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Remember, you have advantage.
Yes.
Marcus,
Soft
what do
20.
you,
Dirty 20?
Yeah, soft 20.
You feel like there's a password of some kind.
Copper?
no.
What about it?
Money?
Oh, is
It's money.
copper?
It's a
Wait.
coin. What?
Is copper saved? Is it copper earned?
That's a good saying.
The copper is. I have a copper in my hand, and I hold it up. I have a copper in my right hand. I have a copper in my left hand.
Wait, look, how you
Okay.
know
You're
that?
about to have a copper down your throat.
That could be one. Yeah, that could be one. That could work.
Is there anything else I can think?
Can I start like walking along the edge of the like I know I'm in the darkness, but can Sophie like walk along the walls and like run her hand up and down the wall to see if she can find anything?
Sure. The answer is no.
What?
Okay, great.
What was the name of this place again?
Irving's immensely interesting items.
I'm not smart enough for riddles. I'm not good at this.
There's the
There's a password of some kind.
Or if you open the door, I'll give you the copper.
You
Deal?
like guessing games, right, Isra?
yes.
Work on that for a second. This face just continues to just stare at you, just grinning
Okay.
menacingly like he's having
Okay.
the
Can
time
you-
of his fucking life.
Can you repeat the phrasing of what he said
Like at the very beginning?
at the very beginning?
Good morning to all of you. I'm afraid we've had a bit of a security risk in here lately, so in order to enter the shop, I need you to solve a couple of puzzles for me. This one shouldn't be too difficult. Give it a try.
Can we come in? Please?
Oh, yeah, I promise I won't steal anything this time.
You weren't.
You can come in if you figure out what exactly needs to happen to get through this puzzle.
I think Marcus should just shoot the door.
I'm not above it.
Was that
I-
a bonding moment?
I think if you take constructive criticism, there needs to be some sort of actual hint that's actually two things that go together to actually provide the answer to a riddle. Just having the word copper and the fucking spotlight in the sky.
Oh,
is
she
not
said
the
it!
means of a proper riddle.
She said the fuck word!
Jeez.
You're a sphinx, aren't you, young lady?
Oh, yeah,
Yes, I am, which means I'm very intimately familiar with the way puzzles are supposed to work.
You
There's
are
supposed to
good.
be an easy through line for the connection.
You are good at giving puzzles, then.
Yes.
Interesting. Put that skill to use.
Oi, can I have a copper for my
she's
troubles?
Trying to. I think
No.
she's trying to.
Hey,
It's spelled
So
Copper.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Wait, how's it spelled?
I will reach up and I will
Oh, it's spelled like copper.
touch the letters. Do they give it all?
No, it's just written on the wall.
It,
You said it's going to be a short session, but it's clearly not going to at this rate.
To be fair, you guys did breakfast for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
My Star Wars. I'm not good
Can
at
I-
puzzles.
Can I make? I don't know if this would work. Can I make some kind of Can I make an insight check on
Yes.
him?
can I
to
do
see
an
if can-
intelligence check too? On top of that.
Let Locke go ahead and make that insight check, and then I'll let you figure it out.
Okay.
Please roll nice.
Don't ever do that.
Sorry, I was excited. That's a 19.
He asked Isra if she likes to ask riddles and to put that knowledge to use. Put that skill to use. Not answer the riddle, ask the riddle.
Yo, what's the riddle?
Isra,
Oh.
Isra,
Yes?
I think he wants you to ask a riddle.
Oi. What comes before silver? Tin what makes a silver? You answer, doorman.
Like Alfred, I think you should let Isra stick to the puzzle. She's clearly good at it.
Oh, I
and
asked
you're-
this- I
you're
asked this man a
clearly-
question.
You're clearly bad at it.
Answer me riddle.
And silver makes a what?
Yeah, you have to answer the question. Makes a... No. 10 what makes a silver?
Oh, 1/100th of a gold.
You can't break...
You have to make him say it.
Alfred,
Oh yeah, I'm on to something here! Alright?
Alfred,
I'm
I
not
You have a
crazy.
brain.
I'm not crazy.
Isra.
The player is trying to think.
I'm also thinking so fucking hard for this.
Oh my god.
Oi, Isra. We gotta make him say copper.
Is that the fucking plan?
Yes.
I think it is.
Then fucking like.
What is written above your head?
I hate this.
A word.
What's the
I know
word?
it!
What's the word?
Oh yeah, can you spell it out for me? I can't read.
I think
COPPER.
Oh yeah,
What
can you
does that
sound it
spell?
out for me?
Hopper. And as he says
Yes!
the word, the room is
Very
plunged into darkness once again, and you all suddenly fall downward as the floor opens like a trapdoor beneath you.
Look at the scream.
Ah!
You land in a room that is different. It's decorated differently from all of the other rooms in Irving's shop. It is dark and it looks more like a dragon's keep than a well-organized shop. Tiles fill the room, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop you into that map.
Oh boy.
Oh god, there's a map.
And I'm gonna fucking put all you on it.
Is that gold?
pretty.
Fucking foot,
Pull yourself.
Isra. Did you guys drop? I can't tell.
I can't see
Isra.
anybody.
There we go.
Oh,
Foot.
Isra.
Oh, Isra. Okay.
Lock.
There he is, my boy.
Seal free.
My special boy.
Alfred. And Marcus. Piles fill the room, each one distinctly its own type of item. One is made entirely of gold coins, another of books, another of wine bottles, one of shoes, one of potion bottles, just an amalgamation of random bullshit. And on the wall in front of you is another large projection of Irving's face, trying to keep back a grin. Nice of all of you to drop in.
I'm gonna rip this dude's ears off.
Oh, I'm with you on this one, mate.
This time, I'll stay off your nerves and just keep quiet. Just need you to figure this one out. And he nods at the wall opposite him, the far back wall. Written on it in silver script are 4 words. Show me only wealth.
Isra goes over, picks up a book, and brings it over to him, drops it at his chin.
It's a very nice offering, thank you.
I immediately go over to the gold and start shoveling it into my bag.
Where's
This The second you touch it, you're immediately aware that it's not real gold.
Oh, god damn it.
Which one is the shoes?
I didn't put it on there. Just imagine, if you will.
I'll just go over to where I think the shoes are, and I'm gonna grab a shoe.
Yeehaw.
Show me.
Yeah,
What are you grabbing the shoe for? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. Like, to him, I feel like that's the most interesting thing that would be in the room.
Marcus, Sealfree, are you guys doing anything?
I'm gonna walk over to the pile of shoes.
Okay.
Just confused.
Are they real shoes?
Yeah, unlike the gold coins, these are in fact real shoes.
Can I see if there's any my size?
Absolutely. Make an investigation check.
Sick.
Can I
Can I
offer
can I
join in on that? I would like
Yeah,
to
go
also
for it.
offer shoes.
I'd like
Go
to
for
see
it.
if there are any shiny shoes.
Make an investigation check.
What am I doing? Investigation check?
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Ooh.
Yeah, you immediately find a pair that is both like your size, sensible, and already broken in.
Cool.
That's a
It's
thir-
just like I pick out a pair of like brown boots and I'm just immediately just putting them in my bag.
18.
Again, you find exactly what you're looking for immediately, and they look pre-broken in.
Cool. I'm also gonna put them in my bag.
If these
Alrighty.
disappear when we leave, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Lock.
That's a 3 minus 1, so that's a 2.
Shoes! You actually get lost on your way to the pile of shoes, you get misdirected and end up in the books.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just grab a book and just stare at it.
Yeah. Irving is just sitting there staring at all of you.
Following
Just what you
Marcus.
looking at?
Just, like, waiting for you guys to, like, show him only wealth.
Friendship.
I go over to the gold and pick one up, and I throw it at him.
You're not showing him.
Boy, look at this!
It, like, hits, like, directly where the projection of his forehead is, and then it bounces off. And just, he's just like,
You really like throwing shit, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean,
He's a fan.
I pick another one up and I hold it up like Link. God
that's cool.
damn it.
You said shoes, books, gold, what else was there?
Wine.
Wine.
Gold coins, books, wine bottles, shoes, and potion bottles.
I like start to pick a book up and I put it down. Can I go over to the potion one?
Sure.
And I'll make an investigation check over there.
Yeah, can
Sure.
I join and also look a specific one?
Sure.
That's
I'd
a
also.
that's a 10.
A 10.
I got a 15.
Locke, you are looking at these bottles, but you can't really tell the difference between any of them. So it's kind of difficult to surmise exactly what's going on. So for you notice immediately that all of these potion bottles are just filled with apple juice.
Dang it.
Nice.
Because I'm
Okay.
like,
I love that. That's the real that
Okay,
is
I've got 2 more trains of thought.
Okay.
One, I would like to search these books for one that
Okay.
has the word wealth on the cover.
Okay. Would you like to make an investigation check?
Yes, I would.
And while Easter does that, I'm going to go grab 1 gold,
22.
1 book.
22. You find a book that says Wealth of the World on the cover.
All right.
But it looks pretty promising.
I will take that one and bring it to him.
He looks at it,
And I cover it up so that only the word wealth is visible.
he grins. You are so close.
Oh. I grab. Okay. At which point. At that point, I go back and I look for one that has the word only on the cover.
Okay. I'm just gonna carry over
There's
your
22.
same investigation roll. And you find one. It appears to be some kind of like romance novel, but it's definitely got the word in the title.
Mm-hmm.
But you pick it up and you take it back over to him.
And I bring it and I cover it up so that only and wealth are visible.
Only Goliaths.
You're getting colder. And he looks at you. He looks at you, and then he looks back at where the command is written on the back wall.
I will bring wealth, and instead of bringing it to him, I will bring it over and
Was it only?
bring it over to the other wall.
Okay. Are you just standing there with the book?
Show me only wealth.
Hey, I have a potential thing,
Go for it.
and I'm gonna like turn to Isra, and I'm gonna like kind of walk over, and I'm gonna see what is going on, and I'm gonna be like, why don't you just like rip the cover off so that it only says wealth on that one piece of paper? I feel like you potentially have the
You're
situation of
asking me to do something I cannot. I cannot.
I can do it. But I don't want to potentially ruin something.
Don't! Do not hurt the book. What did the book ever do to you?
Should I do it? Guys.
Oh, I think you should rip the book.
It's gonna be wrong. It's going to be wrong. Anyway, I'm just gonna like take the book. Wait. Can it have like one of those covers on it? Those sleeve covers?
A dust cover.
A dust cover? Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the dust cover off and rip it so that it only says wealth on it, and then I'm gonna hand it back to Isra and be like, you can do it now.
Okay. I'll present it again.
You're getting warmer again.
Only off of the other.
Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a coin. There was another thing. Oh, and a whole book. And a bottle of wine. Are the wine bottles full of anything, or are they empty?
They definitely look like they have wine in them. They look like they have wine in them. Yes.
Can I just say
Gail?
for the record that Locke is still by the potion thing, and he just takes a cork out and starts drinking one of the things.
Apple juice. You're having the time of your fucking
He
life.
just keeps uncorking them and keeps drinking the apple juice. He's having a good time.
Are there any other details on the wall that the riddle is written on?
There is just writing.
Anything else to the wall?
Just writing on the wall that says "Show me only wealth." I think
Okay.
Tyler had an idea.
I want to find a book that has me on it. The word me.
Okay.
Do I need to roll investigation?
Sure.
That's a 19.
You find a word. You find a copy of.
Despicable Me, the novelization.
No, you find a copy of a book that says "My Lizard King and Me."
Oh no.
It's objectively a very shitty romance.
I actually flipped through it and read it a little
It's a
bit.
tingle novel.
And then I run over to Isra and I grab wealth and I cover up everything so it just says me and I show it wealth. And I just point them at each other in front of this guy.
Wait, hold on. Repeat to me what you're doing.
So I'm showing I'm showing me on this book. I'm showing it wealth on this book.
So you're holding the two books up to each other.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pointing
hey,
them
how's
at
it
each
going?
other in front of this guy. I'm like,
The
eh?
projection of Irving, like it.
Oh my god.
Boy, I'm showing me wealth.
No, you're so close.
Alright, I put down the book that says me on it, and I point the wealth at the me on the wall. This is the last ditch
Older.
effort. God
Colder.
damn it. Oh, I'm out of ideas.
Starting to put the bottles of apple juice in his bag.
Yeah, absolutely. Just tell me how many you take.
Probably like 5.
Okay, cool.
Marcus is just standing kind of a bit away from everybody and is just like looking at the general situation that's happening
General situation that's happening.
and is just like,
Sophie's
if
going.
every fucking mission or whatever the fuck is like this, I think I'm gonna actually get put in prison.
Oh my gosh. Sophie's gonna look at Marcus as he says that and be like, well, I don't see you helping in this situation.
How the fuck am I
so-
supposed to help in this situation?
I don't know.
Boy, all you gotta do is show me wealth.
He was
Just
mad.
reaches in his bag and just puts it away.
I go over to the wine bottles, I grab one, open it, and immediately start downing it.
It's filled with apple cider vinegar.
God damn it. Oh, everything in this place is cursed.
Show.
I'm gonna die here.
As I'm
It's just show me only wealth, right?
Show me only wealth.
You gotta fucking hide shit
I
or something?
did. I
fucking
did. Who's covered in wealth is covered.
I go find a book with the word only on it. Wait, we already did that. Fuck!
Oh my god, Tyler's gonna die.
I'm gonna have a panic attack.
Okay. What about a wine bottle? Is there a wine bottle with only on the label? No,
No.
of course not. That's stupid. Never mind.
What would there be?
Okay. What do the coins have any words on them?
Yeah, they're very, like, standard, like, they've got a picture of, they've got a sun on one side and a moon on the other side, and, there's an engraving that says, the new democracy of Uyul on it. Yes, Gail, you have a question.
I had to finish yawning. As I'm listening to them, can I see if the potion bottles have any writings on them?
Would you like to make an investigation check?
Can I tell that there are words on them?
Yes.
I can attempt to make an investigation check.
I see this and I start waddling over.
Waddling?
Yeah.
You don't know that I'm like trying to like look at, can you see them?
I feel like I would sense the energy.
I don't know, I feel like when Locke tries to read something, he's probably like,
That's-
Yeah, that's why I'm walking over.
I will attempt to make an investigation check.
Okay.
And do you want this to be a disadvantage?
Unless Alfred gives you advantage.
I would like to help him because I'm seeing he's having
Yeah.
a very rough
Go
time.
help him. Go
Alfred
help
walks
him.
over and I'm holding one. I think that these have words on them.
Oh yeah, and I yeah, you make the rolls.
Just a straight.
Oh no.
It's a nat 1, isn't it?
It's a 5.
Can I read it?
Yeah, you
It's
can
really
read.
funny.
Okay. Do you want me to make an investigation or
What are you looking for exactly in particular?
what it says? Like, do they say the same thing?
Each of them has a label that says Irving's immensely interesting items on it.
Of course it does.
I want to make a Molotov cocktail and burn the whole place down except for the word wealth.
You think we cracked it, Alfred?
No,
No.
no.
Shoot.
It's just the final step that's like makes sense up
Yeah.
until like. Does anyone have?
he's supposed to hide the
I don't
other
know.
shit, like what the fuck? I don't...
Oh, I ain't doing that.
There's a lot of things to hide.
Okay. I'm going to get up in front of the sensor, in front of the face,
Yeah.
holding up same thing wealth, and then I'm going to spread my wings out to block the view of everything else as much as possible.
Let me
That he can only see me showing the word wealth. He can't
On
see any
a-
of the other piles.
on a ripped dust cover.
Sure. That's where the word is.
That's where the you're showing him the ripped dust cover that just says the word wealth on it.
Yes.
He grins at you. Almost.
Oi.
Blocking the sight of as much of all the other piles, so that he can only see me showing the word.
He can see you.
Tyler?
I
I
splat.
got it.
Yeah,
I'm going to go far side, over to the sign, and I'm going to fly up
Yeah.
and block.
I'm
all the
helping
other
with
words
this.
that only well
I'm
is
helping with this.
There we go.
Fucking both. It clicked at both of our brains at the same time.
Room is plunged into darkness, and the floor drops out from underneath you again.
Oh my
Though
god.
this time you're expecting it.
Oh my god.
You land in one last room.
No, not more.
About
Answer
the same
me these riddles 3.
about the same size as the first room, so it's like boxed in. But it's lit this time. It's a small brown room with only one thing in it. What? Are you laughing at lit?
Jesus.
Oh, I was laughing at blue. Fucking asshole.
This is a small brown room with only one thing in it. A life-size statue of Alfred.
No, there's not.
You're joking.
Statue U is standing on a pedestal and is holding a real wicker basket which is lined on the inside with red fabric. And it's just you guys and this statue and the basket in the room.
I fucking hate this place.
Alfred,
Hello,
it's you!
Mr. Irving.
Sophie's gonna be like, I feel like you need to put something in that, and the only thing that you don't want to touch in this room is that crown, and you need to put the crown in the basket.
What? I don't got the crown.
Gabe.
So you all were here before, yes?
No.
I wasn't in this version.
I know
Alright.
exactly what you
Oh
said,
no.
too.
I think I know what we gotta do, and it's not gonna end
Alfred?
well.
Alfred, you need to put the amulet of unbreaking bones in there. You need to put the ring of fire detection.
What?
All the stuff you
Oi,
stole!
alright. Okay, I got you one better. I think we gotta put Marcus's thing in there.
Hey,
I'll put you in the fucking basket. Don't bring me into this.
It's not happening,
Can
Chief.
you make an athletics check?
Yes, I like to grab Alfred and just shake it out of him.
I will aid this.
I will also help.
Oh
We're
my
trying-
god!
Alfred, but against the three of them, you're fucking hopeless.
Oh my.
We all pick him up,
God.
hold him upside down over the basket, and shake him till the shit comes out.
Alfred is turned upside down, I just squat in front of him and I just stare at him as he's just getting the life shit shook out of him.
I've got a list of things that I stole, so.
Every
I
last one of the items he stole lands right in the basket.
Yeah.
Luckily, somehow, magically, none of your other items make it in there. None of your money makes it in there. But all of the items that you stole yesterday land in the basket.
I think this
Was-
is
it was
probably
literally-
the first time
was-
in the entire 2 days that Marcus shows any little bit of emotion that isn't just agony, and it's just him mocking you.
And
Be like that.
a door on the far wall opens. And when you step through, it leads to the original entrance with the register that you're accustomed to. Behind the counter is the real Irving, wearing 5 different patterns of plaid and a self-satisfied smile. Sorry about all that, but when they messaged ahead and told me it was you all being sent, I couldn't resist the temptation.
You couldn't fucking let me in.
Well, you
Yes.
were with them.
Not when they stole your shit.
Yes, I bought the book from you. It was a very nice book. It was a wonderful read.
Tyler, you look upset.
There's so many things happening.
Once again, I do not mean to judge, but taking it out on other people for the sins of a few is, it's no way to live life.
Can
True
I?
punishment is.
Alfred's having a moment.
I would like
Alfred,
to
yes?
reiterate that I was a bystander. I didn't participate in any theft. The door was open and I just followed him. So
And I made legal purchases. I was nowhere near this. This is my first time.
We
Marcus
just
is
we just had to shake
he's a bit
stolen
gruff, but
items
he's
out of
not a
Alfred.
bad guy.
Alfred was the only one that stole anything.
Are they all looking at this guy?
Like
Yeah,
all
I-
of you guys.
I
Yeah.
assume so.
Not looking at
I mean,
the
I'm
basket.
going looking back and forth.
I try and take one of the amulets out of the basket stealthily.
It's gone.
Damn it!
The statue, the basket, they're all gone. You're like where you're in the. So if you look at the roll 20, you're in the room that is the original entranceway. Like it just seems like you just walked through the front door.
Okay.
You are just standing in the front entranceway, and there is like a wall, like dividing like the last like fourth of the shop with the doorway, and there's a counter with the cash wrap, and he's just standing behind the counter with a self-satisfied smile.
Well, anyway,
we have something that we would like you to look at.
Hmm?
We have something that we have been sent to bring to for you to look at.
So I heard. Bring it here.
Isra reaches into her side satchel, pulls out the crown, places it, slides it over.
He takes it and he takes the cover off. And he just... Oh. The
Yeah,
counselors
fucking
had
now you
this.
shit.
The counselors had this, did they? Interesting.
It was found by
Very
someone.
interesting. Hey Tyler, how long have we been going?
Like 2 hours.
2 hours?
Would we like to
coming
take a
up
break?
On 2 hours.
Yes.
It's an
Okay.
intermission.
So
Oh.
he kind of smiles and he's looking at everything and he goes, "Why don't you guys dawdle around the shop for a bit and I'll take a gander. Just remember, if you try to take anything, I have eyes in the back of my head."
Really?
He does.
And he kind of sets you loose while he takes some time to look at this crowd, and I think
I
that's
assume
a good
there
place
are
to take a
items
break.
that we can purchase.
Yes. But that is where we will take a break, and that is where we will come back.
Oh my god. Okay. Cool. I am gonna...
Oops.
Gail,
Sorry.
All right, we are good. We are live
wanna
again.
start the music?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
You trying to be normal?
Okay. When you open roll 20, can everybody see the shop that you're standing in?
Let me see.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So, as we are coming back from the break, you have just handed the crown over to Irving, and he has invited you to go peruse the shop while he takes a good gander at it.
This is a big
So.
end.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's 4 rooms. There's the foyer where you are standing. There's the room that's filled with the jewelry that Alfred stole last time. There's a room full of books, and then there's a room full of armor and clothes and weapons and the big box with the gun in it.
And if not, there should be like a little bar that pops big bottles.
I'm immediately going to go for the book room.
Okay.
Not us being tempted with the giant gun again.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm making way all the way down here.
All the way to the end?
Yep.
With the giant box on the pedestal?
Yep.
Anybody else have a destination in mind?
Can you give me my options again?
There's a room full of magic jewelry.
Oh,
Over
I do
there.
stop in the magic jewelry room to see if the items that Alfred stole are already back on the
They
shelf.
are back in their case. Yes. There is the room full of magic jewelry. There is the room full of books. And then there's the room full of clothing, armor, and weapons. Something different from the last time you were all here, though, is everything is safely secured behind glass.
Wait, I actually don't want to go to the jewelry place. Can I go to the books?
Yes, the book room is the one in the middle. The red
And I
room.
know what I want to look for.
Okay.
Can I like see? Can I like actually do? I don't want to say it out loud.
Marcus, what are
Mhm.
you doing? Just
Um,
lingering by the door?
Actually, is he looking at the thing on the counter?
Yes.
I would like to walk up, like, a little bit down the counter, but up to the counter and just watch what he does. For a little bit.
Sure. Seal free, the answer is yes.
Okay, I would like to do that. What do I need to roll?
Investigation. So you're just watching what he does with the crown?
Yeah, I'd like to make, I would like to make I don't know if this would be perception or investigation. To just, like,
Okay.
watch what he's doing with it.
I would say perception.
Okay.
They're the same for you, right?
Yeah.
So it's fine, either way. I would say perception. Okay. Isra and Sealfree, you're both in the book room.
I got a 19.
Okay, Alfred, you are in the weapons room. Locke, I assume you're with Alfred.
I'm as I see Alfred do the thing he does where he darts and he has a thing in mind, I immediately follow him because I think he's up to no good.
You have control of Foot if you would like to take Foot with you.
Yeah, I'll bring her with me.
21.
21. Okay, I'm gonna start with Marcus, and I'm gonna work my way down. He takes the cloth off the box, and he is able to immediately. He swirls his hands around, and they kind of glow with magic, as the rune that is keeping the glass sealed shut breaks, and he takes the lid very carefully off. It's like the end of Beauty and the Beast. He takes the glass off, and he's like keeping an eye on you. Like, he definitely knows you're standing right there watching him, but
Yeah,
he's like
I'm not trying to look nonchalant, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm quite literally staring at him.
he puts on white gloves because he's a nerd, and he takes it and he's giving it a good look, and he's looking at it very carefully, trying to take in all the details. He's casting little spells. He's summoning like books so that he can look things up. But like as he works with it more and more, it's becoming very clear very quickly that he knows exactly what's going on here, and he starts writing. He puts it back on the thing, and he puts the cover back on, and he starts writing down notes. I'm gonna, I don't expect that you're all going to remember exactly what I say. So, I'm going to give you notes to take back to the council.
I don't respond. I just stare at him.
I figured as much. Moving into the book room. Feel free. You rolled a 19.
Yeah.
You do not find what you're looking for.
Damn.
Like everything else at Irving's, nothing is
Actually what it is.
actually what it is. You are finding exactly what Isra found at the market district yesterday. You are finding books that like have these fancy like magic titles, but when you open them up, they're just full of coloring pages.
That's okay.
Okay, so there's more of those.
You find those. You find more books like the Book of Curses. Like you find a book of canon, which automatically transforms into a copy of the sacred text of your religion translated into your language. You find the Book of Curses, which is just filled with swear words. You find the Book of Confusion, which no matter how you turn it, the words are always upside down.
Oh, okay.
The book itself is a bad novel about zombies. But that's the kind of stuff you find. And you also find self-help books. Isra, you're finding these same things as you're going through the books. You find self-help books like He's a Magic Man, Mama, when your daughter dates a wizard. So, you've been transmuted. What now? And one that seems particularly popular, given the amount of copies on the shelf. Putting the man back in Necromancer. The dead aren't the only things that can rise again. Doctors hate this guy and his one simple trick.
No. No.
I want one.
Oh my god.
You're looking at that one?
Yes, I would like it.
Real quick though.
Huh?
Feel free, actually,
I am going to detect magic and see if any of these books are magic.
Yes, you can detect magic. Seal free. You see one of these books on the coloring bookshelf, and it sticks out to you. So you're casting detect magic on the books.
Yes, I'm detecting. Are any of the books magical?
No, they're just except for the one that turns upside down, and the one that like transforms instantly. But other than that, not really.
I will pick up the Book of Canon with the intent of taking that too. I'll check the price on it.
It is the most expensive thing in the room for a grand total of 5 silver. You gotta understand, there are like fancy ass like books in here, but like that's fucking cheap for an enchantment that strong.
Alright, I will take this and then I will go back to the jewelry room for start going through those.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to go down to the far end where Locke and Alfred and Foot are. You guys all rolled investigation, right? Can you remind me what you got?
I'll roll for investigation.
Oh, I did not.
Oh. Okay, well, do that for me. Uh-oh.
It's a 1. Not a natural 1, but it's a 1.
So that's a 2 minus 1?
Yeah.
That box is there again!
To be fair, I'm more looking at Alfred.
That's real. That's absolutely fair.
That's a 7.
That box is there again. Do you want to try to open the box?
Yes.
Alfred, what are you doing?
I'm opening the box.
No.
Well, I mean, I want to buy it this time.
No.
I'm gonna buy it.
Are you really gonna buy it?
I might.
Alfred, we're here to get better.
As he's talking, I open the box.
Once again, you open it up, and inside, an angel choir starts singing, and a light shines down on it. And inside is essentially like an American Revolution era rifle with a bayonet.
Is there a price tag on it?
No.
I also don't pay the price.
When Alfred opens the thing, I immediately just turn and I walk the other way towards Isra and Silfrey.
Oi! How much for the gun? I mean, how much for the boomstick?
Not for sale.
Oh, come on!
Hold on. And he puts the glass back on and he finishes writing up his notes. And he waves his hands, Marcus, and a new rune pops up, sealing the box, and he puts it under the counter on a shelf. And he steps away from the desk. He gives you a very wary look, but he steps away from the desk and he walks towards the back. And as he passes through the book room, he looks at the three of you, all looking at the books, and he just kind of smiles to himself and he starts clapping his hands in a pattern.
None of that is coming through.
Yeah,
It's sweet Caroline.
Yeah, I could kind of tell actually.
He claps his hands in those patterns and wow, hold on. Habba-dabba, boogity.
Big.
8 more shelves in the middle of the floor all pop up and they have more items. They don't have books on them, but they have more items on them. So if you guys would like to look at those now, you can, as I go into the back room with Alfred. Tyler disappeared. And he walks up to where you're standing and he reaches into the box and he takes the shotgun or the rifle out and he just kind of places it in front of you and says, "Take a closer look."
I do.
Can I join down at the end as well?
Yes. He kind of perceives you out the corner of his eye that you're approaching, so he waits until you're there. And he smiled and he turns at you and says, "Mr. Human, would you like to take a closer look at this?"
I'm trying to get down there. My computer's
Yeah.
freaking out.
Something like that.
Okay. I think I'll just take a step closer, but I'm still not stepping up next to him. I'm still staring at him.
Valid. He holds it in his hands and he kind of balances it on one and he waves his right hand over it and you can tell that it is made out of cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
I killed Tyler.
All of that.
I'm gonna do something bad.
It is made out of cardboard.
I just walk away.
Yeah, I immediately start walking away too.
He puts it back in the box and he locks it shut. You can look at the other weapons in the room.
No, I don't want the other weapons. I'm going to the books.
And he locks it back. And he walks back in the direction where all of you are standing in the book room now. That's my alarm system.
Of
It's
course
just
it
too
is.
tempting for people to ignore. That's how I knew you were in my shop yesterday.
Oh, oops.
Boy, thanks for the tip.
Jesus Christ.
That book I saw,
Yeah.
it's just a coloring book, isn't it?
It's just a coloring book, just the title sticks out to you.
Okay.
But I assume that you guys are now looking at the prank items.
Oh,
Yeah, I
prank
wanna look at
items?
those.
Yeah, that have risen up out of the floor.
I will.
I've got
Yeah,
some-
can do it.
I've got
Can
some-
do an investigation. I want to know what's there.
I will also.
Just what's in here?
They're shelves and they're covered with glass, and each item has a little card with a name, no description, but a price on it. And again, these prices are criminally low for what these appear to be. If anybody, Morgan, did you roll investigation?
Yeah, I got
Or
a
just-
13.
You find, Gail, you're shaking your head, which is not a good sign.
I don't even 5.
Right. Sealfree, you start to see a couple of things that those names are really sticking out to you. You see a backpack made out of plaid fabric. That the card next to it says bag of holding 2 silver.
I would like to purchase that.
Oh.
If it really is a bag of holding, I would love to have that.
Do you want to peruse the rest of the items first?
Can I like pick it up just to carry it around for temporary if I may potentially buy it eventually?
You can ask Mr. Irving.
Hey, Mr. Irving.
Yes.
Mr. Irving,
Yes.
can I carry this around just for a potential future purchase, but so that I can have it and don't forget about it?
Get a feel for it.
Yeah.
Okay. And he goes over to the case and he unlocks the cabinet and he reaches in and he grabs it and he hands it to you and says, "Remember, I have eyes everywhere." And he seals the case again.
I would like to keep perusing.
Okay. You see
Or well, if I could take a spin. I got natural 20.
great.
You're the one who gave me advantage.
Yeah, you took it. All right. Let's see. Isra and again, seal free. A couple of these things like poke out to you.
Again, detect magic is on, so anything that detects is magic.
Pretty much everything in this case is just glowing.
Okay.
This entire case is just
good. This is the good
glowing.
shit.
This is the good shit. You see an Ace of Spades card that's like propped up on a little holder and it says Ace of Spades, 2 copper. Anti-matches, 1 copper. Bag of fairy gold, 1 silver, 5 copper. You see the little card that says bag of holding, 2 silver. Bag of trading, again, 2 silver. Bag of trick, 7 copper. Bag of unholding, 2 copper. Bagpipe of stealth, 1 gold. Banana walkie-talkie, just 1.
Jesus.
2 copper. You see barrel of holding, bottle of air, 1 copper. That's the only thing that's not glowing.
I was about to ask, but then it's like...
Bottomless beer mug. Bowl of comfortable warmth. Cat of Schrodinger. That's in a box. It's a box with a little card next to it. You see just a little like figurine of a gnome that just has a card next to it that says Charles.
Is Charles magical?
Xavier?
Yes. You see chime of interruption, symbol of symbols, decanter of endless sorrow, key to anywhere. Stop me if any of this sounds interesting.
Key to anywhere.
I'm writing down all of the interesting stuff, so.
Key to anywhere. Lunchbox of delicious unfulfillment.
Oh.
Mattress of poverty.
Mood.
Mug o dissatisfaction. Portable dark tavern corner.
What?
Potion of fire breathing. Potion of quelchment. Sack of hive eggs.
That
And
doesn't...
wine skin of the eternal primary.
So, key to anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I will poke at this one. It's like, excuse me, what does these do?
It is a key to anywhere.
You should.
It
You're not
opens.
very forthcoming with information.
It opens any door.
I'll take it.
It is 2 copper.
What did I pay? 2 silver?
There's something going on
Yeah,
here.
you pay 2 silver for the bag of holding. He takes your money and he opens it up and he hands you the key.
Key to anywhere.
It opens any door.
Let me guess. Once.
Tyler, you look very intent. Would you like to make a purchase?
Yeah, I would know it. Oi, how much of these things can I buy? Like at once.
Can you say that again?
How many of these things can I buy at once?
As many as you can afford.
All right. So I would like. Oh shoot! Hold on. All right, I would like.
I'm entrusting all of you guys to write these down, by the way.
All right.
I bought on mine.
I've got a lot of things, so if other people want to go first, they should probably go first because I'm gonna get a lot.
Can I ask in advance? Can I make an insight check on Irving, please?
Absolutely, please do.
There's.
I think Marcus should buy the brooding corner and the
Portable dark tavern corner.
Actually, before you start talking about items, I would like to walk behind the counter and just see where he put it.
It's on a shelf. Like there's the cat trap like on top of the shelf, or like on top of the counter, and then there's a shelf that's like got the box like in the back, and there's like stacks of random shit kind of covering it.
Mm-hmm.
But because you rolled so high on that perception,
yeah, are there doors in this room other than the one into the other rooms?
there's the door leading into the other rooms. There's a door you came in through, and then there is a, like the curtain that separates like the back room of Old Worm's shop.
Yeah.
It's a wall with a locked door.
Okay. Are there windows on those doors?
The door to the... Actually, no. The only windows are skylights. And there's
Interesting.
one in every room.
Okay.
That's how Steelfree got in the first time. Yes, Gail.
22.
There's a catch to every single goddamn one of these items. There is a catch to all of this.
Yeah. 'Cause he's been listening to all of this, but hasn't been looking at anything. So okay.
Everything here there's something.
Okay. Cool.
Wait.
Blue?
Can I go to the door that has the curtains on it and just like put my ear to it and listen since he's not in the room?
Sure. Make a stealth check for me though.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
So that is a
A lot.
that is a 21.
No, not a lot. but-
You're just listening to like the back room of the shop.
Yeah, I go over there and I want to look at the door and see if there's anything weird about it, but I mainly just want to put my ear to it and listen through it.
Interesting. You don't hear a whole lot at first. And then you start to hear what sounds... Do you hear tiny hammers?
Nice.
Like, there's a rhythmic, like...
Is it a Sweet
But, like-
Caroline?
No, it's just like hammering noises.
It's the doozers.
It's... Blue, I know you're gonna appreciate this.
Mm-hmm.
You know the opening of the Santa Claus 2?
Yes.
Where the NORAD people are flying over the North Pole, and he's like, it sounds like tiny hammers?
Yeah.
That's what you're hearing.
Nice.
But that's about it.
Okay.
Tyler, would you like to make some purchases?
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay.
I would like the bag of fairy gold, the banana walkie, the bagpipe of stealth, the bottomless beer mug, Charles, the portable dark tavern corner, and the skin of eternal primary.
The wineskin of the Eternal Primary?
Yes.
The
Okay, let's
wine
walk
skin.
through these one by one, okay?
All right. So first, the bag of fairy gold.
It's a sack that appears to be full of gold coins and jewels.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. And then next is the banana walkie.
Okay, so the bag of fairy gold is listed as 7 copper.
Okay. Put a C next to it. I would like that one.
Okay.
Uh,
The banana walkie-talkie
yeah.
is just a single banana propped up on a little stand, and it is labeled as being 4 copper.
Doesn't that have magic?
Say again?
Isn't that one glowing with magic?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So I
cool.
want the banana walkie.
Everything but the bottle of air,
Everything except the
Yeah,
bottle
okay.
of air has magic.
Oh my god.
which is frustrating because that's the one that's like, oh shit, that's an actual magic item.
Okay. The bagpipe of stealth.
The bagpipe of stealth.
Clovis core. Sorry, I had to.
No, it absolutely does. The bagpipe of stealth is listed as 2 silver. It's a little pricier than everything else, but like, come on.
Yeah. The bottomless beer mug.
The bottomless beer mug is listed as 8 copper.
All right. Charles.
Charles is 1 silver.
Not bad. Not bad for Charles.
You have to get Charles.
Yeah, I couldn't leave him.
Charles.
It's just a little figurine of a gnome.
Or
Yeah.
something.
I hope
The key
Charles
to
has a
anywhere
curse
has
on
been
them.
bought. So the portable dark tavern corner.
The portable dark tavern corner
Oh my god.
is listed as sorry. The portable dark tavern corner is listed as being 1 silver.
All
This is me
right.
realizing I forgot how much money you started with.
Yeah, I say looking at my 23 gold.
Well, I only started with 10, so I mean, skin in the wine skin of eternal primary.
The wine skin of eternal primary is listed as 1 copper.
That's not good. Of eternal primary. And then 1 copper.
1 copper.
Okay, I would like to buy all of that, so let me add it up real quick.
Go for it. While he's doing basic arithmetic, Gail, you have a question?
No, if you're gonna say something, I'll let you do it, and then I have
No,
something.
I was seeing, like, does anybody else need anything?
I'm gonna approach Silfrey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you find anything interesting?
She's gonna like hold up the plaid satchel, which is like very weirdly the exact color complement to her outfit.
Also,
and be like, I got a bag of holding, although
A what?
a
what?
the bag of holding, but I have this sneaking suspicion something's probably wrong with it because this guy's a little suspicious, but it matches my outfit, and yeah.
He lowers his voice.
He kind of leans in a little bit like,
If you're just buying it for the, I guess, the aesthetic of it all, I respect that. Nothing in here is correct. Nothing is right. Alfred's buying a bunch of stuff, and I'm just letting him. But if
He
you're
kinda
gonna
laughs at
buy
that.
anything for the I guess magic aspect of it, I wouldn't.
Sophie's like sitting there like, and she kind of looks at Irving, and then she kind of like looks back at Warlock and is like,
Irving is reshelving books.
I don't think he would do refunds, don't you think?
No, well, I think it's a cute bag for sure. But if you're, I don't know what if it's magical or whatever. I don't know any of that. But
I think I'll keep it.
Oh, are
No,
you
no.
talking?
Just
Are you
clicked.
talking about? Are you talking about Alfred?
No, I don't care about Alfred. He can do whatever he wants. The bag though, I think I'll keep it, and I won't use it for myself. But maybe later on, I can use it to get one over on someone. You know how?
Oh, like blackmailing, bribing, that kind of thing.
Not so much blackmailing and bribing, but more of like I
Charles.
ruin their lives.
I'm making that face. He just he's very like, no expression, just kind of nods like he's like, okay. I just thought I would warn you in case you were gonna go on you seem smarter than that, but you know, in case you were gonna go on a bit of a spree,
Oh.
I thought maybe you should know that.
No, I wasn't. I actually don't really want anything else in here, but I really appreciate you. And she kind of like reaches over and like kind of like touches his arm, kind of like delicately for a second, like in that thank you or whatever. And then she like goes back and she's like, and kind of quietly, she's like, and honestly, I think that Alfred needed to get a reality check at some point. And this may be it.
This doesn't cost me any money. It's free entertainment, and I value it just as I value any other necessity in life. So it's like nourishment in a way.
I can agree. I can get on board with that.
Absolutely. And I just kind of act like I'm shopping with her, but I'm also like eyeing Alfred and trying to just keep up with what he's doing.
I will say, as you guys are having this conversation, all of a sudden, Foot trots in from the other room, the far right room, and she has a box in her teeth, and she just kind of sets it down on the floor, and there's a card on it that says "Shirt of Fire Protection."
I look at it. Foot, everything here is, and I lower my voice, everything here is garbage, Foot. I don't need that.
She like nudges the box like lid with her nose though, like
Foot,
she
can't
really wants you to open it.
understand me? Okay. I look down and I open the box and I look inside it.
Inside is a shirt that is just sopping wet.
Sophie's gonna look into it and be like, oh. Just not like, ooh,
What is it wet with?
Don't worry
Water?
about it.
Water.
Water? Okay, I don't know. Listen.
Water and water, water and water, water and water and water, water and water.
Oh my god. Oh, Charles. Alfred, are you finished ringing up all your purchases?
No, I'm looking for the raunchiest book on this bookshelf.
It's a comic book.
Jesus Christ.
Do I need a buggy? Is there anything to carry on these items?
They're like a.
There's the
Is there
car
a
cart, and they
bag?
put you
I
in
don't
the
know.
car.
like one of those like pinup coloring books.
Also, that total came
yeah.
out to 6 silver.
Holy shit, you're
Oh
getting
my-
fucking a steal. And if you're stealing from criminals, that makes it okay, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wait a
exactly.
second, what are you saying?
I'm just saying these prices are criminally low.
Oh, you're right.
Gail's having a moment.
I realized something earlier.
There are a couple of like adult coloring books among the like masses of like really fancy magic books, but like it's like a good mix of like, oh, look at the ducky on the pond, and that is a mural of penises.
I want the mural of penises.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. So you pick up a book, you pick up a book that wow.
I'm writing if I do
Good
that.
job.
Writing my notes.
Yeah. You pick up a book of like
I'm listening.
it says the collected works of Lermanon's ghoulish studies. Like it's like a nice academic book, like the pages are gilded like the typical version of the book is, but you open it and it's just dicks.
I want that. I want
Okay.
that so bad.
That's gonna run you 1 silver piece. The coloring book is more expensive than like half of the magical
Yeah.
item.
Yeah, that's a little concerning, but I don't give a fuck.
Okay. I will do a brief glance over through the various jewelry.
Okay.
Detect magic is on, and anything that stands out, and I can tell is either actually enchanted and actually seems to be close to what it might be.
You're looking for ones that like seem to have like real like positive enchantments on.
Yes.
Okay. You immediately see so the stuff that Alfred returned is now back in its rightful place. You see the amulet of Featherfall. The amulet of Unbreaking Bones. This actually does have a description next to it. For once, it says you can't break any bones. You see a focusing ring, a good luck ring, and a ring of stone skin.
How much for the? How much for the focusing ring?
The focusing ring? 2 copper. Not a good sign.
Ring of stone skin?
1 silver.
I'll take that one.
You'll take that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, first off, if I'm allowed, get out of. Can I try this on just to before I just so I know that it looks good.
Irving like smiles and says, "Hold on," and like turns back to Alfred, waiting for him to complete his purchase first.
Huh? Oh,
Do you
yeah, I want to buy all these.
you like hand him the money and everything?
Yeah.
He out of his pocket summons up like a little sack and puts like everything you requested inside, including somehow the bagpipes.
Jesus Christ. I can't say it enough.
He hands it over to you, he pockets the money, and then he goes back into the jewelry room where Isra is. And he gives you like a smile, like, and unlocks the case and hands you the ring.
And I will try it on.
Instantly, and all of you see this from the other room because the doorway is pretty big. Immediately, you watch as Isra's skin, muscles, and organs turn into stone. She has become a statue.
Yeah.
Can I like, impulse run over and rip it off the
Yes,
hand?
you can. Yes, you can.
I would like to do that.
Immediately, she goes back to normal.
That actually has merit. I will take it.
Damn it, if you weren't going to, I was going to.
Absolutely beams, and he does the transaction with you.
Okay, because when I was a statue, I couldn't move at all.
No, you just become like a completely stationary statue.
Okay, good. Yes, this does have merit.
Oh my god. He does the trade-off with you. And then he like looks at all of you and just kind of smiles and says, "Are we done perusing?"
I'm looking at the weapons.
You're looking at the weapons.
Yeah.
God.
Leave no stone unturned.
The entire room is kind of broken up into 3 sections. There's one of clothing, one of armor, and one of weapons. Go ahead and make a base investigation check for the room. And I'll just see what looks interesting.
The natural one.
There's
Armor.
clothes, there's armor, and there's weapons.
Ah, well,
You
I
know,
got my fit.
the box in the middle still looks really promising.
Actually? Oh, it's not for sale.
No, it's his alarm system.
Oh. I'll say for me.
Yep. But as you all kind of like wrap up your shopping spree, he kind of ushers you all back into the front room again and gathers you around the counter, and he takes the crown out from under the counter and he puts it back on back on the counter. And
Can I say that as you guys are walking in, Marcus is wiping the remnants of powder on his hands and just
get every fucking last sniff, baby. I would like to let you know that at this point, the dying potted plant in the corner of the jewelry room, you can hear it going, "Please, water! Please, I need water so bad! Please!"
Can you fucking give that plant some water, or at least put it out of its fucking misery? It's being annoying. Can you shut the fuck up?
Irving takes a good long look at you.
Fuck are you looking at?
And goes, "Patch, huh?" And he summons up a bottle filled with water, and he takes it over and he dumps it on the plant slowly.
Thank you.
And it goes back, and the plant shuts up. But he gathers you around the counter, and he takes the crown and sets it in front of you. So, I've written this down so that you don't have to relay everything back to the council, but, you've got something interesting here, which I didn't think I'd ever lay eyes on in my life.
Oh, you
This-
can't. Oh, sorry.
Say again?
I was gonna say you care to enlighten us, but you're already gonna start.
Jeez.
This is the crown of the dead king.
I'm leaving.
The door's
Yeet.
locked.
No! Let me out!
Alfred, we're supposed to stay here.
Oh, I don't care.
This is the crown of the dead king. Now, this item dates back a little over 2,000 years, back when the various populations of Aetov were first separating and establishing their own communities. The various elvish communities were a little more intent on establishing independent rulers. Principalities, if you will, with their own rulers. Valdganedin, Avamel, and Nyserion, they all established ruling families with influence over the rest of the population there. Of course, this was before there was a council to regulate them. Unfortunately, some of them got a little bit power-hungry, including the ruler of Nyserion. Elves have always been notorious for meddling with magic. Pardon me, ma'am. But their first rulers took it a little far. Dabbled a little bit too much with necromancy, and I assume had this made up. It's definitely drow workmanship, and from what I can tell, it's designed to give the wearer stronger control over any animated or created undead. Ghastly, really. Last I heard about it was during the war. There was chatter floating around about the human king wanting to get hold of it, but it seems it never made it over there, thank the goddess. But that's what we have here.
Can I do a history check again?
Absolutely.
I'm extremely uncomfortable.
Locke just
Yeah, I
looks
figured
at
you would
it.
be.
I'm sitting at the door trying to. Can you let me out, please?
Locke just nods and just goes, "Sounds nasty."
It is nasty.
Yeah.
Easter, are you at all interested in this?
I mean, yeah, no, sorry, but yeah, no, Easter's like, yes, these are
17.
quite the
17
development.
history?
Oh, yes, history.
Yeah.
You, Seal Free, are a little more familiar with Elvish history than your compatriots are, for obvious reasons.
21.
Okay, hold on. And you have heard these kinds of things before, that the different elf populations kind of settled in their own place, they established their own ruling families. You remember that the first Drow king was a man named Tathis Maeval. Maeval.
Okay.
And what Irving's saying is definitely matching up. Like, there was a lot of dabbling into magic he probably shouldn't have been. There was definitely the Elvish rulers have not always been, they've not always had the cleanest of records. And when Nyserian was first getting started, there was definitely some kerfufflery, and the ruling families of the other two Elvish communities kind of had to step in and take control back. You have never heard of this item, but it makes sense to you that it would be there. Isra, when he says the name of the item, you have like a tiny ping in the back of your head, like you've read that name in a book somewhere before. Probably in one of the libraries at home. And you get kind of the same thing that Sealfree does. There was the Drow King, he got power hungry, the other rulers had to step in, and there was a bit of a skirmish, which you remember as being unusual because there wasn't a whole lot of conflict before the war 90 years ago. Like, that skirmish was not common. What Irving says about it being sought after by the Human King during the war, that's news to you, but as you're thinking about the item's history, it kind of makes a lot of sense. But he puts the cloth back over the case, and he ties it up so that the cloth stays on, and he takes the note that he's written, he folds it up, and he puts a wax seal on it, and he tucks it into the tie, and he kind of slides it back towards you. I trust that you can all take this back safely.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Alfred, you look unhappy.
I just want to leave. I want to go home.
Can I do a perception? Not to do more checks, but can I do a perception check on Alfred? Because I feel like once everyone leaves, or like an investigation check or something, because Alfred is the only one in this room that is literally losing his.
Make an insight
Insight?
check.
Insight, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know which one to say.
You're valid.
I'm not trying to hide that I'm
Yeah,
uncomfortable
it's
either,
a
so...
3.
A 3?
It's literally a 3.
Alfred's not happy. He's not smiling.
That's cool.
Neither is Marcus, come to think of it. But that's not unusual.
Candy.
Gail, then Brian.
I don't know if I should message you or not.
Do it anyway.
Okay.
Brian?
More open question.
Yep.
What is the general stance on necromancy and raising the dead?
Necromancy is used for medical purposes.
Right.
You don't fucking raise armies of the undead. That's just common knowledge.
Well, obviously not like armies of the undead, but still raising of the dead is considered.
In specific circumstances, it's a very useful tool. But the people who are allowed to do it are heavily restricted.
Okay, it is heavily regulated but allowed.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, but it's not an inherently evil practice.
No, it's just very much restricted.
Okay, that is what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Oh, necromancy.
Sorry.
Indeed. Oh,
Oh, necromancy indeed.
What a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Sorry, that is one of those things I wanted to clarify because that can vary. That's one of those things that can vary widely between settings.
Yeah.
Like I'm used to things like cure wounds being a necromancy spell.
Yeah.
It's not, but it should be.
Locke is gonna
Sorry.
back. I assume Alfred is towards the door.
Yes.
Locke is going to start backing up and standing at the door by Alfred. Did I say Marcus or Alfred? I meant Alfred, but words.
You said Alfred.
I said Alfred? Okay.
But he hands the box back to you, Isra. And he gives you all a nod and says, so you just have to solve the puzzles to get out, and you're all set. You can go right out.
I'll rip his ears
Shut the
off.
fuck up. I will kill you.
I will take your eyes out.
The puzzle is earning the lock on the door.
we'll see if he's smart enough to do it.
Okay, goodbye. It was very nice to meet you. I love what you've done with the place. This is wonderful. I will possibly be coming back here.
Okay.
no.
I'd be interested in seeing you as long as you pay.
Oh, I did.
I know.
I have given no. Once again, I apologize if the company I keep is of a particular type, but please do not color your perception of me. That is rude. That's so rude. To just make assumptions based off the crowd that people will associate with.
I feel like my assumptions are more based off the fact that you are at a criminal rehabilitation program, but
Once again, there was a lot. Once again, the lack of a jury of my peers is definitely.
go ahead.
There's a
Scram.
lot of context to it.
At this point, he's just kind of like desperate to get rid of you all. And he waves his hand, and the door unlocks and swings open. And Diana the half-elf is just standing there, like, visibly a lot less, like, she's calmed down a lot, and then the door opens, and she, like...
Oi, Diana, we gotta destroy it. I'm sorry, that's the news.
What?
Hate to break it to you, we gotta destroy the item.
not
I
That's
mean,
not what he said.
Do not listen to the small fluffy bear. It is no.
I'm an owl,
What?
but honestly, if I was a bear, that'd be pretty badass. But we still gotta
I
get rid
said
of it.
the
Owls are
small
birds,
fluffy.
Alfred.
You are fluffy feathers.
What
Whatever.
are we destroying?
Nothing.
The crown,
Nothing.
it's gotta
He
go.
didn't say
No.
that, Alfred.
We are returning to the council.
Okay.
Returning to the jury.
She does a head count of all of you and starts guiding you out of the Perseus ward. Tyler, out of curiosity, how long have we been going?
We're just past 3 hours.
We had 3 hours and 8 minutes.
I
Yeah.
I would like to, if we could.
I just was wondering. So as you are hello, words. She guides you out of the Perseus ward, back to the Citadel, desperate to just get rid of you at this point. She hates you guys.
Yeah.
But, you know, you hate her, I assume. So it's fine. It's a fair trade.
Diana?
Diana. She takes you back to the Citadel.
Easter's been nothing but pleasant.
She hates her job more than anything else. She takes you back to the Citadel, back through the front door, and tells you, she turns and says, "This kind of day you can probably find the general in her office? Do you need help finding it, or do you remember?"
I remember it. Thank you so much, Diana. I greatly appreciate the work you're doing to help.
Okay.
Thank you.
She looks at all of you and just kind of gestures to the staircase again.
Easter adds along.
I, again, as always, would like to be at the back, and I think I would like to walk a little bit slower than normal as I pass her.
Okay. Alfred, can you make a perception check for me real quick?
I guess. I mean, that is.
Also, I have to ask, half elf, what's the other half?
Human.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, it was perception.
Yeah.
14.
As you guys are all walking up the stairs, you get towards where the general's office is, and you notice once again that all of the doors have some kind of symbol next to them. Like, they all have either a School of Magic symbol. Easter, actually, can you make a perception check for me real quick, too? But not quite at about halfway down the hall on the same side as the general. 1.
3. Natural 1.
At the far end... Hold on. Sorry, I'll come back to you, Alfred. At at the very, very far end, the last door, next to it is a portrait of Brunera. Coming back to you, Alfred, you notice that one of the doors has the symbol for the Necromancy School of Magic. And above it is a nameplate with just the initials AK.
What a 7.
No, sorry, KA. Hello. And
No. Okay.
the rest of you approach the door. I assume one of you opens it. I hope to God one of you opens it.
Yeah.
And you find, once again, that the general is sitting at her desk, smoking, and she's got a little wind-up music machine playing in the background. And she looks up at all of you. Goes, "You've returned, then?
Yes,
No
we
incident?
have. No.
Well, that's
Not
good.
at all.
Which one of you has the item? Can you bring it to me?"
Yes. These are all pad over and pop it on the desk.
She takes it and she opens the note. She takes it. She unrolls it and she reads over everything that Irving just explained to you. And takes it in. And she... I really wish that Professor Alderspark hadn't left. But she closes it back up and she takes the box and she puts it inside her desk. Like, she opens a cabinet in her desk and she closes it. Hello? What am I hearing?
So
Roll 20.
Somebody's rolling in roll 20.
Oh, Jesus, okay. She puts it in her cabinet and she looks back at all of you and goes, all right, well, very well. Thank you for concluding this mission. I can tell that it was slightly painful for some of you. And she looks at you, Alfred. And
Oi.
then she looks at you, Marcus.
Oi, may I make a recommendation?
Yes.
Well, you destroy it.
I'm going to have an expert look at it first.
Who's gonna look at it?
May I ask who this expert is?
The head of the School of Necromancy at the Eclipse.
Yeah?
Yes, I was
Oh
going
yeah,
to
who's
ask-
that?
You said that he's missing, yes?
Well, he went away on... He had a family emergency and he left home very suddenly. But he will be back in tomorrow, actually. His name is Professor Kelric Alderspark.
The Elder's back.
Okay, so it was
Alderspark.
K.A.
K.A., yes.
Okay.
Is he
Okay.
coming? Is he
Less
coming
and
to
less
you,
than-
or
So
are you
I'm hearing
sending
that
it to
and I'm
him?
just thinking Allspark.
He is coming back to the capital tomorrow.
So it's staying there.
It will be taken to a secure location at the Eclipse tomorrow, or later this afternoon.
And that's in the city.
It is, and she points out the window to the giant fucking building with a tower rising out of it. Does
Fair
that
enough.
satisfy your curiosity?
I'm just asking questions.
Just kind of. She doesn't like your answers, not one bit. And she looks all of you over and says, "Now, do you have any further questions?"
Not at the moment.
Are we getting paid
How
for this?
much- Yeah, how much money?
You will receive your payment in the morning. Just as you did today. Now, I do have something else for you. And she reaches into her desk and she pulls out 5 envelopes. And she hands one to each of you. Tomorrow evening, at the Eclipse, we will be holding a gala. And all of you are invited.
I love gills.
You will find that appropriate clothing will be provided for you in the morning. And I expect to see you all in attendance. All of you, and she looks at you, Marcus.
Bark.
is not hiding her enjoyment. She's so happy about
Marcus
this.
is not hiding how much he hates
Teacher
Locke.
is also very excited.
Locke's just kind of nodding.
Alfred still seems very
Do you know
uncomfortable.
what gala means?
Does Locke know what a gala means? No. I'm excited.
People excited. I think it's excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Isra and I imagine Isra and Sylphia are both like.
So he's like, yeah, this is the general vibe.
Yeah, as you are, like, taking all of this in, Locke, chrysanthemums start to sprout out of your hair.
Okay.
So, she hands all of you the invitations. All of the details that you need are written on the inside of those invitations. I expect to see you all there.
Of course.
Oh
Question.
yeah.
Yes.
Question: do we get
Yes.
paid for whatever this gala is?
It is a party. Right? We get paid to be at attendance at the party.
I
It's
would
not-
also like to know if I get paid for going to this
It's
shit
not
show.
a job.
It is not a job, it is an event.
Oh, we don't get paid for it.
You will be given free food and entertainment.
Okay.
And outfits.
And outfits that you will be able to keep.
How luxurious is this?
It is fairly high-end.
So it's a big deal.
It is a very big deal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes?
I'm ex-
I don't have any more questions.
All set?
yes.
Yes. Well. If you need, Diana will escort you back to the Eris Institute. Or if you need to run any errands this afternoon, she can also escort you there as well.
And perhaps tailors to
Say again?
tailors to get our outfits ready.
They will be provided for you in the morning.
Right.
And
just-
it'll be fine. And she just kind of gestures. I have no more instructions for you today. You are all, well, not free to go, but free to leave my presence.
Of course.
Thank you.
And she kind of gestures towards the door.
Oh, I have one more question. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
Can she go? And I point at Foot.
absolutely.
Okay, that's all. Okay, and then he walks towards the door.
She smiles. As you, Alfred, are walking out of the door, she says, I trust you enjoyed your trip to Mr. Featherspell's shop. I
got
can
some-
see that you left with some purchases.
Oh yeah, I got some good stuff. How's the investigation going?
It appears, unfortunately, that Professor Alderspark was the person on duty yesterday when your weapons were taken. So, since he is not here, I cannot answer to what he witnessed or not.
May I ask a question?
Of course.
Is he missing any fingers?
What an odd question. How did you know that?
I leave.
He's very, taken aback by your behavior all of a sudden.
Oh my god.
But she,
I'm gonna cry.
as, as all of you leave, Diana meets you at the bottom of the stairs. And she's waiting for all of you very patiently. Are you all set to go then?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
And she starts guiding you back in the direction of the Eris Institute.
We're going to a party. We're going to a party.
She gets all of you back. Checks in with. There's not a halfling at the desk right now. There's a dwarf actually sitting at the desk. But she gets you all signed in, and you are now free to wander about the Eris, if we would like that to be our stopping place.
I think it's
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
Stickers. Let me grab the sticker for you.
Gala next
Do you
episode.
want to kill me?
Gala!
Gala! Because nothing bad ever happens at a gala.
That never happens at a gala.
I'm gonna have a mental breakdown.
Good.
I always lose his mind.
Let's see. Who solved the first puzzle?
Was it the
Alfred.
copper one?
Yeah, the copper one.
It wasn't me.
I think it was. It was making him say it, right?
Yeah.
I made the
I didn't
insight
realize
check.
that.
I made the insight check, but I think someone else figured out what to ask.
I think I started it, and then I think. I don't remember.
Well,
I
because
got the
Gail
actual
made the insight check, then Tyler was like, make him say it, and then Brian actually figured out what to say.
Yeah.
That's-
Because he said
Um,
one
I did the
100th.
phrasing, but someone else actually figured
So
out.
Gail,
the-
Tyler, and Brian, I'm gonna give you all stickers.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
because he
Hey.
went, yeah, 1/100th of a gold.
Yeah, he was being a dick. It was specifically
Marcus
because Alfred
wanted
asked
to
it and he was the most pissed off at
Yeah,
Alfred.
we're gonna kill them.
Man, these
Valid.
stickers suck. Damn you, Hobby Lobby.
Marcus was showing
other
an
And then
incredible
Ryan and I
restraint.
both light bulbed the second one.
Yeah, you guys had like the same moment.
Yeah, though I did think of the show me only wealth first
Yes.
with the book,
Funny.
but then
You
took me a while
got
to
so
realize
fucking close.
written on the wall. That was the part that was like,
Did I get a sticker for the third one since I'm the one who grabbed Alfred?
Yeah.
I will second that. Yes.
Yeah.
But Izritu though was the one who was like, wait, weren't you? What did you take? It was like he said something like, "Weren't you here?" Something. So I would say it was a joint thing because I only grabbed Alfred after that got said.
Morgan, I assume you're fine with the little neon rainbow.
Yes, translation, yes.
Um,
No, I don't want it.
puzzles. Anything else sticker worthy?
I got my first sticker.
Tyler had a mental breakdown.
Marcus, you don't
I've-
like that one.
Can I have an
Marcus
emotional one?
participation award. Marcus
Huh?
not losing his anger.
Yeah, exactly. Did
He
somebody
got
say
his
something?
anger management chip.
Alfred needs an emotional sticker.
Absolutely, he does. Hold on, let me get the
He's
unicorns.
gonna need one next episode, and maybe the next episode after that.
Oh, just every session. Boom, 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 boom. Unicorns.
It
Alfred
didn't. Yeah, Marcus
gets
does
a
not give a
unicorn
shit right
sticker
now.
because I told
No, I was just
him
flipping you off.
about
Yes.
I was
No, I'm
talking
yeah, and I appreciate that. I'm just
Hi.
saying in general, Marcus.
I love that Alfred has the most stickers by a lot.
And Marcus has none.
Locke
Marcus
just let him
doesn't know.
buy all that shit.
I
Marcus
think
heard
that's
tiny
it.
hammers.
Marcus did hear tiny hammers. Alfred bought Charles.
Yes.
I cannot wait for Alfred to like explore those items.
Explore
Seal for
Charles.
You no.
What's there to
The
explore with Charles?
Guess you have
It's time to let Charles explore me. I mean,
I have
Oh
to
my
God.
god.
Charles.
Charles.
Anything else that we need to hit on before we wrap up?
do you want me to go ahead and stop the stream?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, cool.